We're live.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I'm dead.
Hey, beautiful people, what's going on? We're getting ready for another LinuxGameCast. We just got done with the pre-super chosen. Atomic showed up. Scott showed up. It was beautiful. Kind of sexy. We're getting ready to... I don't know. Do you want to talk about Linux gaming? Or is, I don't know.
I want to talk about the Dark Souls board game some more.
Yes.
Or maybe, or maybe debugging the Atomic Acid's Ansible script.
Which we also did. It is brilliant. It is terrifying. How's everyone doing? Anything fun? Hey, it's sweater weather here. I got a sweater on.
Ooh.
Oh no,
I
left
your
the house
sweater?
yesterday and it was -1 Celsius.
Hot. Wait, I mean cold. I don't know. I got a big, boofy sweater that's way too big. I like it.
Oh yeah. For those of you listening to the pre-super shows, this is what I was talking about. It has, and like I said, it has a full 2-page spread of the titular corpse.
Too hot for the
You have
tubes.
to. there's just a button there. You have to kill her at the end of the adventure too. So that's the thing.
All right. Hey, Jill. Hey, Steve. Hey, Mike.
Yep.
And Ventus.
Oh hey.
It's just waves. Everyone watch out for Strider. He's apparently hooking at the beach this evening.
he's trawling.
Did everyone get a load of that? Sorry, I gotta show that off.
The narcotics that he was on was an issue of debate.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, you ever take a bunch of mushrooms and just get lost on a beach? I want to give the ocean a hug, and he was never seen.
Nope, not
or
on the
from
beach.
again.
Nope.
Not a beach?
I'm not a huggy person on mushrooms.
Well, I'm talking about hugging the ocean.
Oh. Maybe. All right. Okay, we're going to obey the clock tonight. Attempt to. So we won't,
Okay.
now that I've said it.
I mean, I'm down for obeying the clock.
Okay, if we're obeying the clock, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back.
He says that with 8 minutes left.
I'm just saying.
You're going to come back
He's a
like all
big-
dehydrated.
he's-
He's like,
he's a big boy. He's got to take some big boy peas.
that's a thing. All right. What do we got this week? Speak to me, Billy. Speak. What, really?
Football Manager, Warhammer, that's all
Dragon
next
Ball
Rocket
FighterZ,
League.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like I get to play that for free for like 2 more months. I've quit playing it.
I guess Xenoverse is cheap.
Have they updated the Proton list lately?
Not recently.
Damn shit.
The last one was like the one with all those Telltale games.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with them taking their time because that means that they're like actually trying to validate shit.
Mhm.
The community is doing a decent job of stepping up, and we'll talk about that in the show.
We are. Flibbit has been put to work.
Yeah.
A little bit terrifying. I think that might be our Christmas special. Hey, Rocket League, 1 share.
Yeah, this game's fucking bullshit and it's terrible. Fuck it. Don't buy it.
9,000 hours.
Yeah, no.
Thumbs down.
No, that was the my favorite one was like 10,000 hours. It's okay, I guess. Oh, dude, if we're gonna get the rocket card share acquisition, we got to get like Foxy and Empty to do it, and just have them like shaking and like scratching their necks the entire time.
Right. That could be a thing. We can make it happen. We have the technology.
Yeah, yeah. get Mr. Alert, Foxy, and Empty on here. Like, what do you think about Rocket League? It sucks.
Oh, man. I've legitimately run across those, Steve-O, a couple of times. Like somebody, not that much, but You know, definitely like 20 or 30 fucking hours, and like, this game's horrible. And it's always because they like changed the one little thing.
That's why you see a lot of these early access games, or a lot of these games that were in early access, where they have like the menu options, like this will revert the behavior to this particular snapshot because people were complaining. Suck.
Yes.
Damn it.
I found a really good Earl Grey tea finally.
Thought you were going to say your dick and you managed to take a piss, but okay.
It's not that tiny.
But is it hot Earl Grey tea?
I have teeny tiny hands, so yeah, it's not that tiny.
You got baby hands? By the way, I gotta go get my knife. Excuse me.
Carl.
Not sure if serious. I was genuinely waiting. Like, okay. Where's this
But
going?
no, tea pigs. They make really good. Their Earl Grey strong variant is amazing. That was really good tea.
Did T-Pain ever start his own tea line?
You know, that's a horrible missed opportunity if he didn't, is all I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, right? Like, or I remember there's like someone like legitimately asked Mr. T if he wanted some coffee. He's like, "Fools, you asked Mr. Coffee if he wants tea."
also, our Mastodon instance, I think it was Mr. Alert that pointed out, and it's like, it has an issue with Rocket Loader. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not a problem on our end, but it's going through our DNS with Cloudflare. So I was like, so I went and bought some more page rules, and it should work now. It was working on mobile, but I mean, if you went to like mast.linuxgamecast, don't go to that one. Just go to mast.linuxgamecast.com.
Yeah, that thing of Steve is like the last thing you see before you die.
Yeah, no, look, baby Steve.
It's so weird seeing him with an actual hair color.
I like how Jill still has the exact same face. It's like, oh, yeah, no, that's Jill. It's
Yep,
immediately
that-
recognizable.
That is very clearly a Jill. Steve, yeah. If you didn't tell me it was Steve, I probably wouldn't have drawn that connection.
Dude, Steve, it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man. That's like his fourth face.
Yeah.
Also, Steve, apparently a ginger.
Not anymore. He bleached out.
He's a stealth ginge.
A stinge.
A stinge.
So we've ignored the first clock rundown. Let's pay attention to the second one.
Oh, crap, 7 minutes. Oops.
Class time. Yeah. Oh man, get behind the lectern.
Put a Hitler mustache on.
I mean,
That wasn't Ven, Mike G. That was me.
thank you.
You can totally credit him for my smart ideas.
What did you do?
Oh, when we were talking about stealth gingers, I posted that Tim Minchin song that's like, only a ginger can call another ginger ginger. And then Mike G, like, did a lyric from it. But I was first, so I get the points. Yay! My internet penis is way bigger.
I think that's something Turbo Brad needs to find out.
All right. Let's see.
Are you gonna junk roulette? Oh shit!
Oh, all right. Sure.
Okay, now you gotta compare it to Mike G's.
Well, Linux never has an inch on me.
Turbo Brad's being very generous this evening. That's all I'm saying.
He is. Yeah, no, Winter wins.
What?
She's got the biggest penis of all of us. Smooth.
Yeah,
Hi,
no,
for anyone just tuning in live for the first time, welcome to LinuxGameCast pre-shows, and this is about what you should expect for the next 4 hours.
Welcome back to the LinuxGameCast pre-cum shows. And
grower, not a shower. Listen, man, don't say that.
hey man, growers are totally a thing.
Yep.
It's my only consolation. Womp womp. All right, we got 5 minutes. Yeah, that's.
This is like starting a howling. This is a penising.
The penising.
We need to make that horror movie now. The penising.
Edward Penis Hands, a real thing.
I mean, well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Man, what's Johnny Depp doing lately?
Listen, man, I'm just saying the joke existed before the film existed, but now the film exists and all is right in the world.
Yep. It's either art imitating life, life imitating art. It's all good. The penising 2. Penis harder.
Who had the intro highlighted?
Hey?
Never mind.
I don't even know where my cursor is. Oh, it's below the Steam game updates. Okay.
Listen, I've been doing this long enough now to cut my losses. Get I said anything. I don't go looking. It's a thing.
I will say there's a nice little feature in OS 10 where if you just like freaking flail your mouse around, the cursor will get huge so you can find them.
That's called hold down control, and the little blue circle flashes around your cursor. It's like, oh, there it is.
I don't have that turned on. That's it's not enabled by default either. So
yeah, I didn't turn it on, but apparently it's enabled by default in Mate and Solus. So yeah.
Listen, you just need to up your game.
you need to
maybe buy some chocolates, a little mood music. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Pedro, I got something for you.
Oh well.
Yeah.
He dropped
That's
it.
on the floor.
Hold on. Get another one.
Here.
Bite-sized Snickers? Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
I totally bought these as a goof. 100%. I'll probably end up eating them, but they were bought for a goof and nothing more.
That's a good way to cover up your Snickers addiction.
Listen, I got the Sniction.
So many goofs. Some delicious goofs.
Delicious goofs.
Better when you're dead.
Oh, dude, I'll fuck up like an actual pack of Snickers bars. That's not a question.
That seems like a lot of work, though, to unwrap them.
No, you just...
Could you just like, if you get a bunch of little ones, you like unwrap them all and just get a spoon?
I mean, you can I just pop them out of the package, right?
I wouldn't know. I'm unfamiliar with candy bar mechanics.
No, I see.
Well, you're gonna have to pay.
I'm
You're gonna have to
like
pay
cereal
$89.99 lesson for my candy bar opening masterclass.
I was just imagining like sneakers in a cereal bowl with some milk, and you just eating bite-sized Snickers as cereal.
No, now I'm imagining sneakers at a cereal bowl.
Snickers.
Nope, you said sneakers. I can back the tape up.
Yes, because Linux knew it.
Just like, yes, it is.
I
Someone
prefer
else's
hackers,
fault.
to be honest, but you know, whatever. All right, minute left on the taco clock.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
No, I did a dive into her Twitter account. Like she has like an album because she's like
She's
like
show,
a flute.
do a live performance.
Yeah. I gotta give her props though, because she goes from like doing a flute solo to a dance number, and it's like you gotta have some good lung capacity for that.
It's from shouting bitch all the time.
Bitch!
No, seriously, that lady that was twerking in the background, she's still my spirit animal.
All right. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering, being surrounded by fiber sucks.
But at least you're regular.
Dark fiber.
It's fucking torture.
Speaking of torture, it's time to do a show.
I know. I just want to throw out. I almost got in an automobile accident because I was looking at fucking lines.
So when Ven Stone goes missing next week, we know what happened.
Right. Fiber-related accident. All right.
He straight up tried to steal the fiber truck, play it himself. There were no survivors.
Record. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your seat in the upright position and hide the adults or the parents, depending on what side you are. Just make sure you have plenty of bite-sized Snickers, and if we say anything retarded, which we're going to do, be sure to suggest the show titles at vote.linuxgamecast.com. That's also where you can vote on them. Look at that. All professional and shit. Somebody. All right. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. This week, another developer has bailed on Linux support, and we're going to wish them all the best like we normally do. And System 76, it's got a Woody for your wallet.
Artifact gets a release date. That's the over-under on Valve sticking to it. And RTX off, RMA on. What fresh hell awaits NVIDIA early adopters this time?
Valve paints Steam green a nice shade of red, and everyone seems to think it's fine this time. And Shroud of the Avatar is free to play, if you don't value your time, that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly. I'm Vin Stone, that's Jordan Sfing, and that is, you know him, you love him, One Pedro Mateus.
Hello.
Together with you at home, that's right, chilling out there, watching us live, helping us form. Cocaine Voltron, pick that up, YouTube, eat a bag of dicks. Before we get started, we do like to see what's going on in each other's life organs. I was just describing earlier, I almost got in an automobile accident because I found out that their ultimate torture is not having access to fiber, but having no access to fiber when you're genuinely surrounded by it because they're getting it all set up. And I was following, like looking into the sky, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a connector there, and there's a tension. Whoa! Slammed on the brakes. It's like, all right. We're not doing that anymore. I learned a lesson. Also, I beat the goddamn Batman. What's up, J-Baby?
Oh, well, I got a roast cooking in the other room, and the smell of caramelized onions is starting to waft through the apartment, and it's just making me so fucking hungry right now. I just want to eat something. I got a pack of bite-sized Snickers here, too. When will they make an appearance on the episode? Stay tuned.
Apparently, if I want to get paid more, I need to do another one of them learning courses. So I'm going to be in London next week. So don't count on me for the Wednesday show. But maybe there will be a Jordan there. Who knows?
Oh, no.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about, like, damn it, we need to start getting paid. Then we can send each other to classes. Like, oh, you need to take a refresher course on water therapy. What's that?
Yeah, no. Empty's going to be hosting a course on, like, GIMP, and we all have to go there.
Yeah. And Foxy on Godot.
Or Blender. I think Foxy's more of a Blender guy.
Okay, let's put the horse in the blender like we do every week.
All right, we're going to Pulse, and then we're going to go to setting 3 because it's the Steam Linux update of the week. Oh, look at that beautiful puree. It's just horse goop. Artifact. We get an actual release date. It's coming to Steam on 11/28/2018, which is incidentally a month after my birthday. Thank you, Richard Garfield, for, I don't know, kicking the balls. Yeah, there's apparently a preview tournament happening at some point. Here's the thing though, like Valve has said like in the past, oh, Game X is gonna be coming on day Y, and then it never happened. It got pushed back. So I'm gonna put like a nickel on the line. I'm looking around to see if I have a 20 euro cent coin. I bet this. If they if they bump the release date, there you go. I'll even autograph it for you.
I mean, it is Valve. It is to be expected that you would see the delay, but they already said that they would be delaying the early access type of situation beta that they're doing. Yeah,
the beta. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
we were talking the pre super shows, and I asked Pedro, and like, holy hell, did I get some content out of that? It's like, do you give a singular fuck about this game? To which you retort,
yeah, it was co-developed by Richard Garfield, creator of Magic the Gathering, and I played a lot of Magic the Gathering, so yeah, I'll at least give it a try.
Yeah, so did I, and there's the definite potential for it just being like another cardboard crack thing where. Yeah. Again, like I was saying in the pre super shows, and if the metagame is like actually accessible, then I may end up losing hours of my life to it, and thousands of dollars of my money. Who knows? And
it remains to be seen what the monetization will be like, because if it is like Magic the Gathering,
free to pay, right?
Yeah,
yeah. You start with like a bunch of booster packs, and then you have to buy additional ones, and you can't win them with like in-game currencies.
And you were saying something about you had to spend like 700 wet stinky cashes a year to be competitive in like one of the card games.
Yeah, and in Magic the Gathering, if you're playing standard, which is kind of the major tournament format, yeah, you're easily dropping about $700 on a deck every 2 years if you want to remain like competitive at the top tier, or even just people who have disposable income who just print out the deck lists and buy the cards, right? So. Hopefully they've been saying like they want Artifact to sort of curtail this behavior, but that's also kind of how CCGs make their money. So
yeah,
okay,
it remains to be seen.
Proton.
Okay, Proton. So there's a new 3.16-4 Proton beta available right now if you're on the Steam beta client. And it like the big things here are that they now include core fonts with the Proton install. So any like game that has a launcher that requires like the Windows base core fonts, those will just work out of the box now. The really funny thing that they introduced with this version of Proton is that all video cards are now seen by any Proton game as an AMD card. So if you have a GTX 1080, the game will say, oh, you have an RX whatever. And this is so that the games don't actively try to load the NVAPI DLL.
Yeah, there's a lot of like special game specific sauce in NVAPI and the GameWorks stuff that doesn't perform all too well with DXVK. Probably because there's like some hardware level optimization for there, right? So it's probably simpler in the long run, because then you don't have to reverse engineer all of like NVIDIA's proprietary crap every time they release a new card or a new driver or revision. But I mean, yeah, it makes sense as well, just because like, okay, we're re-engineering a graphics API with another language. Yeah, we're just reing constantly, nonstop about NVIDIA bullshit.
It's kind of an interesting take, though. I mean, it's like, hey, you get an AMD card, you get an AMD card, but it kind of makes sense on why they went about doing that.
Yeah, it absolutely did.
And as you pointed out,
I think
core fonts, but one of the things they addressed in this was, hey, remember last week when you kind of got banned off multiplayer if you were trying to get your Soul Calibur on?
Yeah,
they fixed that. That's no longer going to be an issue. So it's like, oh, good on you.
Yeah, as it turns out, it was a Proton issue.
Well, it was a Proton issue specifically surrounding Steamworks, not necessarily not the Windows or the Windows compatibility layer, but like Valve's own. Hey, now this stuff hooks into our APIs. And shit.
That one was on Valve completely, and the thing that got me was like, AMD being the thing that works properly is pretty funny to someone who basically grew to loathe ATI/AMD GPUs on Linux for a long time.
Here's the thing,
that's funny to me.
But that's the thing. Like 5 years is a long time. Also, Vulkan. Also, AMD's not really making those drivers anymore. So
Right. AMD is slowly but surely turning into a very, very promising and viable alternative to NVIDIA under Linux. I look forward to spin the wheel of whatever I'm shilling this week. So, take a shot. Proton. Better URLs. Wait, nope. You can export the data. This is ProtonDB. It's no longer, what the hell was it before?
Steam compatibility
sbcr.netlify.org.
Chainsaw. Yeah, they got a thing, man. And on top of that, you not only can you remember the damn web zone, just protondb.com. Pedro, it's easier to find games, right?
Yes, it is, because with the new URL, if you just type ProtonDB like you would AppDB for the Wine application database, if you just type ProtonDB and the name of a game, all of a sudden you get all the reports. That's like the first hit on Google. It's like, oh, that's much easier. Neat.
For sure. They have a blog post sort of describing the progress of the project, and the thing at the beginning is like, what kind of stupid jerks run their project out of a Google Doc? What kind of stupid idiots would ever do that?
I mean, anyways, it grew a little bit too large.
Yeah. Also, one thing I did find interesting is apparently this entire rigmarole is being run entirely out of the free tier of several services. So there may be some breakage down the line, but it's cool to see that, like, for a project that has the potential to be as widely used as ProtonDB. I'm curious how that will like actually scale.
One of the things that I was really happy to see, because like up until earlier this week, a lot of people, not going to name where, not going to name who they are, were fucking, all right, no way to get around it, just screeching. They're like, I cannot use this, and I'm not going to submit my stuff to it. And that's really how their tippity types came across on the Reddits. Oh shit, now you got an idea where it came from. Because there was no way to export their data from this. This was the argument, 100%. And it was using Google Analytics. It's like, oh, I just can't trust this, can't use this, and I need to be able to export my data, and you're tracking me. We're talking about something that is used for fucking Steam. The DRM-riddled, encumbered, track your ass because fuck you, you can't do anything about. But this sets you off. But worry no more, ladies and gentlemen. You can now export your data under ODBL. It's a thing. It's brilliant. Get it done. Nothing to screech about. And they also threw in stats, man, graphs and shit. So
yep.
Good on them.
Promising project. I do like, though, like later on in that thread, someone's like, it's, you know what, if you really want to embrace the spirit of open source, make your own ProtonDB and then open source it.
You know, I kind of had to tap out of that thread because I saw people like, what I gotta come up with something new to complain about. It's like, really? Really?
It's like they're tracking me. Use Privacy Badger.
I don't, man.
Well, you know what? If you're playing the Proton drinking game, prepare to kiss your liver goodbye. Tom'sHardware.com has an article on the Protons. They're talking about how the compatibility list is expanding. Some basic fluff pieces for, if you haven't been watching the show, this article is like probably chock full of information that's useful. But we've talked about this at length. The links to this is in our show notes. And one of the things that kind of struck me as odd, and I hadn't really considered that, is for older games, like running them in Windows 10 is apparently very challenging, difficult, not simple.
It just doesn't work, period.
Yeah. So I'm curious if, like, can someone comment on that versus like getting stuff running in Proton? Because I know they're
one of the things I thought was really important is like, Proton ad nauseum, and you, sir or madam, are right. Listen, we've been saying a lot about it. This is big for one simple reason. I'm not going to say this is big, but this is relevant because it's in Tom'sHardware.com.
Yeah,
it's been in Forbes, and now we're over at Tom's Hardware. Up next, it'll be on
Yahoo.
Yeah, probably. Yahoo.
Yahoo News.
Yahoo's still a thing, I think. Maybe.
I think all the other major tech sites have already covered like Proton in one way or another. I know Ars Technica did, and Anon Tech did. So yeah, now we're on. Well, not we, but Valve is on Tom's Hardware. And one of the things, they do mention the Proton DB. And one of the things that they mentioned is like, oh, there's 2,600 games that are now fully playable on Linux. Yeah, only 2,600 out of the like 30,000 that are currently available on Windows. So we need more people reporting on how those smaller Windows-only games work on Linux.
Listen, man,
Maybe.
no. The message to take away from this: too many games on Linux. Use BSD for work.
Well,
Plan 9.
One thing to sort of piggyback on Pedro's point is, the other thing we need is like good Steam controller configs for a lot of these games, because a lot of them will not necessarily work with, like, say, the DualShock out of the box or whatever like particular controller you have plugged into your system. So being able to use the Steam input stuff to sort of override that would be super helpful.
All right, that's going to do it for our main Steam news. Let's get into one game update. Actually, we got a couple of them, but this one I had to throw in. Human Fall Flat. We played it. We kind of like, all right, as a game, if you got a bunch of people, if you got like 8 people, it's a straight up dick around simulator. But unfortunately, that's all it is, and it's got a pretty hefty price. Anyway, this comes from Hawk Doodoo. And hopefully, if that is their real name.
Doo-doo!
They ask, why was Linux support dropped? To the developer, writes back, well, unfortunately, we made the decision to discontinue Linux support so we can focus on new content. They're actually making workshops and shit to make this game interesting. Features for Windows and an extra fuck you, Mac. Apologies for this, but thank you for motherfucker. I didn't ask for understanding. I asked for a goddamn product that I paid for that you just yank fucking support from, motherfucker.
Yeah. What's even more egregious here is it's a Unity game. There's not much involved with supporting this.
No, this is the egregious thing that they're keeping the Mac board. It's like, oh, if you're going to keep the Mac and drop the Linux. Eat a bag of dicks.
And the developers, after like 7 pages of people saying, yeah, I would refund the game now if I wasn't past the 2-hour window. Another developer came back, or the same developer came back and said, thank you for your feedback on this issue. We understand. We appreciate the frustration of the community, but we'll always be on hand to help if you have any questions, issues regarding the Linux version of Human Fall Flat. Didn't you just say you were dropping support for it? So what's with the wishy-washy bullshit?
So yeah, this is the have your cake and eat it too. Oh, we'll help you out, but you don't get official support. So if it takes us too long, or if it requires actual like modification of the code, yeah, fuck it.
Dicks. Dick move. That's what it is.
Hang on, there's one thing I want to kind of bring up, and you're like, oh well, they were doing everyone a favor by supporting Linux in the first place. This is still on their fucking website. I Exhibit A, motherfuckers. I supported the prototype because this was a prototype. How do I get my Steam key? Claim it here. I have Mac or Linux. Can I play? And to quote, Mac and Linux versions are available and are first-class citizens. Exclamation. They love their exclamation points, don't they, folks?
Hypocrisy!
Listen, it just goes to show you that your rights can be taken away at any point.
Thanks for all the bucks, and no one ever buy their games. Now, all right, first off, kind of a little bit of an aside to this. We did see the new Steam review system work, though, because this thing got
on that day.
Nuclear. I mean, it is just all downs, and it didn't affect their positive, negative reviews, and that was kind of interesting to watch, to take that play, just to see how that played out.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, Pedro, I agree with you. Dick move.
Absolutely.
Up next.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Did you forget you were doing a show again?
No, I accidentally closed the tab, and I thought we were on Shroud of the Avatar. No, so Year of the Dragon. This is a Half-Life mod for like OG Gold Source Half-Life 1. Fine. Those crazy bastards have done it. Now I can experience true gaming bliss. That is Half-Life crossed over with Spyro, the dragon from the PlayStation. Wait, what?
Sega Saturn, but close enough.
No, Spyro was on the PlayStation.
Was it also on the PlayStation?
Yes, that's where I played it. But anyways, yeah. So if you watch the gameplay footage here, like it's straight up they add Spyro mechanics to Half-Life, and then you just like breathe fire on like head crabs and shit. I'm curious, like. I mean, this might be worth a stream, if only to see like how far can you actually get, and where does this fall apart? Because like, yeah, you can Spyro the Dragon can fucking fly. He can also use like the health packs too, which I find particularly strange. Yeah, this is just a very bizarre thing, and I kind of like it. Also, all that fiberglass should be up in flames right now. So, but yeah, no, it's definitely a thing. You can find it on ModDB. The links to all this is in our show notes. Yeah, there's not really much I can say about it. It's like fucking Half-Life Spyro the Dragon. I don't have a follow-up to that. Oh shit, Mir's calling you out, Pedro. No, Spyro on the Saturn.
There was a Spyro game for the Saturn, but apparently it wasn't the first one, so meh.
Eat shit.
Yeah.
Listen, beautiful people, it is out. I didn't get a chance to try it. I really want to. I think it might be fun for a stream. But yeah, head over to ModDB, throw that in, and see if you can get some traction out of it. I think that'll be curious. I want to fuck with it. It's like I'm right there on that like needling point, tipping point of like, do I care enough? And I'm like, kinda.
Like I said, I just want to see like at what point does the game break down where like the Spyro mechanics and the Half-Life mechanics just straight up become incompatible with one another.
But you know what? This is all craziness because we're not going to have the time because we're getting sucked into the new hotness, the MMOs, man. Have you heard about those, Pedro?
Richard Garriott
I have heard
take
about
over our
them.
lives.
Yeah, Richard Garriott, he, of Ultima fame, decided, you know what, let's bring Ultima to the 21st century. And he failed miserably, if the mostly negative, most recent reviews on Steam are anything to go by. So this is Shroud of the Avatar, Forsaken Virtues, and it's free to play now. That's the big news here. It's now free to play. It's no longer in early access. It dropped out of early access a couple of months ago, and now it's also free because they realized, the game is shit, and we can't sell it no more. So might as well make it free.
Dragons, Pedro. Why do you hate dragons?
It's got dragons. It's got phoenixes. It's got like mahusive wraiths that you can get a party together and kill.
Does it have head crabs and Gordon Freeman? That's the real question here.
No. It has a crabby type of enemy, but they don't attach to your head.
Yeah, like I was actually kind of excited about this when this originally got announced because I like the OG Ultima games. They're solid fantasy RPGs, and this was at the very beginning. This was like super ambitious. Like, oh, this is gonna be like a seamless MMO single player experience where you can basically play the game however you want, and it's open world and procedurally generated and blah blah blah. And I know, Pedro and Sandy were both playing a lot of it back when it was in early access. I remember asking Sandy, it's like, there's really nothing to do. Like, you can progress the tech trees and but there's like no missions or anything. So
it's suppose like the thing here was Richard Garriott trying to, after Ultima reached that point that people were just creating content for themselves. That's the experience that he was trying to recreate, and he failed miserably because there's no one playing this game anymore. Well, there's like 1,000 people concurrent at any point playing this game, and it's just the only impact that player-driven stuff has on the game is absolutely killing the performance, because the performance is worse now than it was in early access.
Okay, this is what I tried. I downloaded it. Now, in the system requirements, I love the hot knowledge
DX11?
they're dropping on you. Not DX11. In the recommended, under additional notes, performance significantly improved with an SS. No, you don't fucking say. Really? Check this out, though. What? I tried it with my crusty, old, slow 980. It eats dicks, man. I mean, bad. It doesn't matter what you set it on. It is like old school. I'm guessing Unity, Pedro?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a forked Unity. They bought the engine and then
okay, so they took like Unity and fucked it up more. This is like day one. Hey, I'm learning how to. This is like I'm learning how to be a game dev. Where you look at the wrong corner in the fucking room with nothing in it, and your FERPs just go down to like 6. It's got some of that business going in it, and doing a little research. The Linux version, especially, can even bring a 1080 Ti to its fucking knees.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Pepsi
it's most of it seems to be driven by like the player houses that are spotted all around some of the towns.
Dude, I'm like in the ghost form at the beginning, and it's doing it, man. I'm nowhere near anyone else. I'm like, you just landed in the world, and I'm like, this runs like shit. I'm out.
Yeah, no, even on the, there's like one of the starters towns, I think it's Soulstown, there's one of the houses right near the gate too. If you walk too close to it, the FERPs drop down to single digits. It's like, how do you even allow this to happen? But yeah, no, the combat system was interesting. That's part of the reason I kept playing for so long, because it's got like a roulette of skills that you can pick, and you create a spell book with all the skills you want to use. But what it turns into as you just start relying on it more and more is that, it's like a macro thing that you would get in any other MMO ever, except you have to hunt and pack for the skill you want to use at that particular time. So when you get down to even the more powerful enemies, it's basically impossible to kill them without a party. And right now, again, there's no one playing the game. So
I wanted to ask you about that too, just as a short aside. Was like early access burnout, right?
Yeah,
because like people will play the crap out of the game when it's in development, then it gets released. But people they've gone through the game, right? They've had their experience, and it's a hard ask to make someone like play a game over again or extend their existing playtime after they've hit a certain point.
And it's especially noticeable with this one because they had two major changes during early access. When they first started, it was a teeny tiny island, and they had a shit ton of people playing the game back then. Then they introduced the bigger island with all of the stuff that you have now, and a lot of those players that were playing on a teeny tiny island just did not bother to come back. So there was a sharp drop right there. So this game killed itself before it even released.
So it was kind of dead. Now, one of the things, man, how jaded I am. This is what threw me. It's went completely free to play, and I immediately went down the store page, and I'm looking. I'm like, all right, where's the DLC to win? Shit, and it's not there, Pedro.
Nope.
What's the business model here?
The business model is in game proper. You don't buy the DLC through Steam. You buy it in the game itself.
Oh, put another level of fuck you between, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can actually send money to other players in game so they can build stuff for you, because that's a valid way to make money in this game, apparently.
All right. Let's talk about some good news.
Yes. So, Flippity Jibibo, you may remember last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about him joining Codeweavers to help with the audio bits. And, well, there's already progress on that, because someone was reporting with the F audio issues with Fallout 4 and Skyrim Legendary Edition that, well, the audio is a bit fucky because it relies on Exact, and Flibbit was like, okay, I got my hands on Fallout 4, so I'm going to try a couple of things. Found a crash already. There's already a patch. So if you know how to compile your wines, just build Proton with this patch, and hopefully you will have a much better time with Fallout 4.
This was definitely a thing. Like, reading through the GitHub, you could definitely see, it was like, hey man, this Fallout 4, and this is why I started reading, because I watched Pedro just eat shit on his stream on Tuesday with a click. And the Flibbit basically, dude was like, hey man, there's an audio issue. Flibbit's like, here, hold my life-size Antonio Banderas blow-up doll. I got this. And like in a period of a day or an afternoon, he's like, all right, sorted, next.
I had a similar experience with Flibbit and Pyre when I tried to stream that in Finland, and the game just ate shit. I spent like an hour with him, And yeah, like he's really good about that stuff. So I'm all about promoting Flibit stuff. Go compile your Go and Proton, and then have Steam break. But
all right, I'm all about ending this damn segment though.
Yeah, we got one more thing left though.
Oh, are you sure?
The Hex, yeah.
Bring it. What's it about?
Well, it is from the makers of Pony Island, so you know it's gonna be fucked. What is it? I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like a
page.
It's a creaky old tavern. I mean, it's
Hey man, that's what it is, man. It's a storm. It's raging. It's anonymous with callers and suggesting whatever. This game's a lie. What this game is, in a good way. This is fucking like Frog Fractions level of bullshit. And I actually know this because I was feeling guilty because I never watched the co-optional podcast anymore. Reasons. But I tuned in because I'm still subscribed on Twitch. And I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. And the ginger one with the beard, he was like, oh, Jesse. Okay. He described like how many levels of fuckery this game goes into. I was like, I was like, man, I might burn a heretic purchase on this. Don't have to. Supports Linux out of the box. Yes. And go back to if you can find that in that episode, because apparently this thing is so fucking meta it burns, man. So,
yeah, it's like some weird deconstructive game within a game within a game within a game. But
like even the characters, like their backstories and shit, and then it ends up like you end up live streaming and you got to deal with the chat and.
Oh, that's great.
Like the base concept of the game is in itself pretty meta. It's like, oh, the video game characters are video game characters. Huh.
Everyone goes to a motel and you learn about the backstories and deal with the backstories, and there's games and how they became the head. I think I'm probably going to like give him $10 after Pedro emails and be like, hey, why don't you send us some copies?
Oh, yeah. All right, now we can finally put it to bed. Coming up next, NVIDIA cards catch fire in your box and kill you outright. No, they don't, but they're going to break. I'll tell you about it.
And sure. All right, cool. We made
then I got to get on over to vote.linuxgamecast.com.
No.
I'll give Hawk Doo-Doo a vote.
Project not Steamy, go to the crunch drive.
The penis thing doesn't count because that wasn't said during the ship.
Save and export. Jeez, what was that? Oh, okay.
All right.
Boom. All right, let's take a look.
For some reason, my Firefox froze. And now I gotta reopen the show notes.
Did we say Hawk Doo-Doo? Who said that?
Yeah, Hawk Doo-Doo was the guy who posted about the human fall flat.
Yeah.
Right. Boop. Boop. Oh, right.
Okay, let's reopen all the links.
Ta-da. No, now we have intermission, so people will be so fucking confused. They're like, "Oh, the pre-show's finally over," and good night, everyone. Stream ends.
Yep. gotta love that overlap.
Thanks to everyone who showed up and watched basically this entire system eat shit last night when we tried to play Shadow Warrior. But we don't give up. We're too dumb to do that. We don't know when to tap out.
Stupid or persistent, or both.
Yes, we're that. We powered through it.
There's what do you call it? The completionist has a good thing where he's like, I'm not better or worse at video games than anyone else. I'm just patient. Keep trying until you do it. Zeo Ranger.
Hey, man. That was me last night trying to herd cats.
Yep. It's true. His head was in a jar and everything. He was trying to like scream at me about teenagers with attitude.
I don't know. But by that point, I'd already zoned out. And I was like, whatever. We just gotta get through. We gotta fill an hour. Raptors, hammer. Man, they need to make part 2.
I mean, fucking Rickman's dead.
Oh, man. What's his name? Mike Myers.
Yeah?
They were interviewing, and he just like randomly threw out. He was like, "Oh yes, the Austin Powers 4 is going pre-production. Is very." I don't know if he said pre-production, but he was like, "It's going very well." And I'm like, "Listen, that movie only works if you replace Mini-Me with Danny DeVito."
Yeah, like they did in the third one.
Right. So it maintains continuity, and it's not addressed.
Yeah, and with Kevin Spacey as Dr. Evil, yeah.
You might want to tap out on Spacey.
Maybe, yeah.
Might want to replace Spacey with someone a little more likable, like, I don't know, Cosby.
Spacey is still a bit new.
I mean, let's be real. If you're gonna sexually assault little boys, don't be surprised when you get blacklisted.
Yeah.
Didn't they just release a
mind you, Bryan
Cards,
Singer
right?
is still working. What? New season of House of Cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all focusing on what's her name, Princess Buttercup's character, right?
No. Trinity?
Peter Dinklage's Mini-Me.
What? Peter Dinklage is just a good actor, man.
Oh, he is. And like that's part of his deal is like he tries to not get like roles where he's just the dwarf.
Right.
If you want to see a really good Dinklage performance, go look up the original like UK Death at a Funeral. He's also in the remake, but the OG one is just like really dry and really dark and really funny.
Also, we're not getting a Doctor Who Christmas special this year.
We're not? I thought there was one scheduled.
Nope. It's going to be a New Year's special. Yeah.
How dare! Actually, what day is fucking Christmas? I don't know.
Also, the new Penny Dreadful thing's been confirmed. It is going to take place in LA. That's one way to save money on shooting.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, is it going to be like a sequel or like a something in the same universe as Penny Dreadful or?
Yeah, it's going to take place like 50 years later. So there's potential for crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You had what's his name, James Bond to show up, beat up some more dudes.
It was just, man, they did so much world building in that. Then, like, the lady who was playing Penny Dreadful was like, "Peace out." Listen, there was enough in that show to me. Like, that's fine, keep going.
They basically have like the whole League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and a few others on there, so it's like, okay, all right.
I would
like
love to
Friends.
see.
Yeah.
I would love to see like a proper ass adaptation of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, not like the one we got in like the early 2000s.
I didn't hate that. I mean, for what it was.
The
popcorn
book is
movie, it was all right.
The book is just so much better. Fucking
That's never been said about
Captain
anything
Nemo
in the
has like a
history of ever.
freaking harpoon Gatling gun that he just murders a bunch of people with.
Yeah. I didn't walk into that movie expecting much, and it delivered. Oh man, I tried watching Solo. I tried to finish it.
Still haven't pulled the trigger on that.
I've watched like another 20 minutes of it with a fast forwarding. I'm like, really? Oh, that's happening now. Oh, that, yeah.
I'm sort of interested in the Kenobi movie.
If that ever gets made.
Yeah. But I want the Kenobi movie to be like super trippy, and they're not going to do it. It's gonna. That's the thing. It's gonna be the same screenplay by committee, focus group, safe script.
So give it to Tarantino.
No, I mean that's what they're doing with Star Treks.
Yeah. That's one of the better ones I've seen. Empty. Oh, from what I hear is right up there with like from what I've read on the internet, and it's like, oh, right, that's code for I'm just making this shit up.
It's like flat Earth. I'm actually surprised that the Venn diagram of flat earthers and anti-vaxxers doesn't overlap.
No, dude, it's
some more.
Like anytime I see that in comments, when I recall reading somewhere, of course there's no link, that anything after that is like, this is my fanfic. Dude, I mean, and like anytime I see somebody in a response that says, this person did this thing, let's call them, boom, followed by a name. Everything after that's fanfic too. They hate it when you point that out. Got weird hobbies.
Yeah, you do. Make a Linux podcast.
That was a fucking accident, all right? I was talking to somebody who was like, why is your Twitter handle at Vin Stones? Because I expected like 8, possibly 11 people to ever watch this thing. We got that, and we got that. Aw. Jordan and Pedro already tuckered out.
Oh no, I'm just going and reopening links for the next segment.
I don't know. You forgot you were on the show for a minute there, buddy.
I've been super yawny today. I'm not tired at all. I took a nap earlier. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure Firefox is not frozen now like it froze in the middle of the Steam segment for me.
My party.
Yeah.
No one has to get out. We'll just sneak past the guards.
Yeah, that's about right.
Well, you know, listen, man. It's the game's fucking fault because I've lost count how many times I've like, okay, I'm gonna sneak. Then the AI or something I knock over or I fart. I'm like, well, God damn it. All right, fine. We gotta slaughter our way out of this.
Yeah, no, that's basically what happens in like that fucking situation. It's like, oh, we're gonna sneak through these guys. One. All right, we're fighting these guys now.
I remember the original Thief game. That was, that was a struggle. I got pretty good at the sword fighting in that game because I just could not for the life of me sneak around the guards.
Well, Scott, you gave them like a mini game too. Now they gotta find it. It is not immediately obvious that there's a video editor inside of Blender.
There's a video editor inside of Blender.
Right? Wait, closes Emacs.
Wait, hold on. You can use Blender? What?
It's kinda, maybe. A little bit.
Blender is usable if you find like the exact steps for what you need to do somewhere on the internet.
It's a lot better than it used to be. I'll give him credit.
Good old fucking tornado.
Well, so we know Foxy's not watching.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him dicking around in the show notes either. So that was the other indicator.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of Scott's videos and streams on Blender. You know what? I'm good.
Hey, man, it gets the job done. All right. Let's go.
Yes.
Tippity tap with a pause. In 3, 2.
And I guess that pretty much wraps up the Steam. So before we get to the news, let's get down to you guys and gals and everyone else in between who, for some reason, you decide that helping this show
Well, I was trying to pay attention to Pedro.
Investment.
I realized that, if I like shake my feet up and down, I can make the monitor wobble a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's just me scooching around in the chair because this place is on wheels. But
wobble, 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 wobble. Hey, all you cool people, you should wobble over to LinuxGameCast.com and click that support button where we have a bunch of links.
Self-promotion.
Yeah. Hey man, drop the pretense. Give us money. Here's a number of ways to do that via Amazon affiliate links or Newegg affiliate links or our humble partner link or all these links that you can click on. Follow them through another couple pages. Maybe enter credit card number, and maybe we'll get something. We even got a wish list if you want to.
Thinks I want to buy. Nope, that's pretty much fucking legit. Amazon, you got
another 8-channel mixer. Yeah, sure. If you want to be our sugar daddies, you can also get us stuff off our Amazon wish list, and you can become one of Frank's fuck buddies. But real cool people, they head on over to patreon.com/linuxgamecast.com and become Patreons to get awesome stuff like access to the Discord channel, early show note access, your name in the fucking credits, and a bunch of other cool stuff. We got so much content behind this lovely little paywall. You get access to a whole lot more stuff.
We have a particularly shit paywall if you think about it. It kind of comes down after a few days.
We
have everything paywalled. You must finance our independent podcast in order to receive things.
Yes. We got some new folks. We got old folks, anyways. Frostclaw's back on the Patreon wagon.
He's back
Thank
on
you,
the
Frostclaw. And Linux Nuru, who's saying, "I became a patron basically because of the Doctor Who show."
This was really cute earlier. Hey, we want to shout out. Look at all the beautiful people. They're hanging out in the live channel. Because, hey, man, you can still join through IRC, but we got another special thing called General Disarrays. And it's as somebody pointed out, I think Steven from Door to Door Geeks put it out yesterday. He's like, damn it, this is the only Discord channel that I subscribe to out of the 7 that's active. I'm like, yeah, it is. It is kind of fun to hang out there. But no, Linux Nero got a legitimate chuckle out of me because it's like, when's the Game of Who thing coming out? It's the thing Jordan and I do. Hang on, do I have that set up? This. Now starring Pedro. No, god damn it. Now I got to take that off for YouTube. We do this show, and it was just kind of funny. He's like, when does that come out? And something I had to mention that it used to be like if you wanted to become a patron and you wanted to use your PayPal, you had to have that link to a credit card or a debit card or something like that. They've changed that. And I was like, yo, that's got fixed. And he's like, oh shit, I'm a patron now. And he's like, huh. So it took the Game of Who show after all these years. Like, yeah. Yeah, it did. One thing I do want to point out. First, thanks to each and every one of you who make this possible, because this is a weird experiment that we decided to do. And I should probably get back on the 3-shot. Look at that. Thanks for telling me, guys.
No.
Both of those have like zoned out. To do an independent podcast, we're not beholden to anyone except for you. So you might not agree with what we say, but you know we're being honest about it. Our opinions are our own. One thing we've added on the Discord, and everyone get into it, for anyone who's 250 and above, we go live an hour early. A couple of people have been taking that advantage. Atomic, Scott. I saw Joe pop in last week a couple times. And if you're an executive producer, you get voice access. You can chime in because you're a boss making it happen. You can be like, shut up, go back to talking about stupid stuff. And we might not, because we don't follow instructions very well. But I think that's it. Thanks, everyone, making this possible. This is cool. This is fun. We want to do more. We want to get the numbers up, especially on Patreon, because we got a gang of people heading to LA, and I need to equip them with cameras and shit so we can do live shows and live streams. And that shit ain't going to be cheap, yo. All right.
Crotch-mounted cameras, guys.
Yes. This is, see, no, I thought we had the financing to do it, and Jordan's like, no, crotch-mounted. That's going to be a custom rig. Can we just like crotch-mounted? How about we do a shoulder crotch-mounted?
Listen, it's really easy to make. You just got to like buy one of those pre-built strap-ons, take out the dildo, and replace it with a GoPro. Anyways, we're talking about video cards. Yeah. So apparently,
seamless transition.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So I'm super happy about this because I dodged the fuck out of this bullet. Apparently, people who picked up a RTX 2080 Ti are reporting black screens under Windows, blue screens, artifacting, and cards that just straight up die. These issues seem to be restricted with the Founders Edition and maybe some Gigabyte and Asus models. Mm-hmm. But yeah, these cards are working for a couple weeks and then they just kind of stop. So is this going to be, so it begs the question, is this going to be like the early run of like the R1700s where they push out a revision and that fixes the problem and they'll like RMA it? Or is it something like the 970 where it's a fundamental problem with the card design and they'd have to go straight up back to the drawing board in order to fix this?
Well, naturally, NVIDIA's doing what NVIDIA does, what they have to do. And so, like, what did they say? To quote them,
small numbers
working with users individually, but we're not seeing any broader issues. It's not like everyone is like, oh shit, I have 4.5 gigs of RAM. This is not like when that happened, but there's definitely enough. And there's a couple of sites out there going, send us your 2080 so we can investigate. And it's kind of interesting because there's no way to like overvolt the 2080. So this is like a problem out of the box, right?
Yeah, and a lot of people on the Reddit thread that this where this story came from, basically, were saying that the moment they installed it, they started to see like weird pixelization in some areas of the screen, and some people even posted like pictures of their monitors with the artifacting being very clearly shown. And I have seen that artifacting with the two 4200 Ti's that I had back in the day. Those cards showed that exact same type of artifacting because they were frying themselves. They literally had a little too much power going through them. So I don't know what the hell NVIDIA is doing. This is basically Bumpgate 2.0.
Like a screenshot for like laughs in AMD.
Yeah, just a picture of Lisa Sue just going
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. We don't know much about this issue right now. Maybe it's a driver problem. That's the thing though. These articles tend to focus on like the Windows end of it. So I'm not sure. Did someone? I didn't see it, but did anyone in the Reddit thread bring up that they were using Linux and were encountering these problems?
I didn't see any because I was just reading through all the people with the problems. And I was like, y'all got more money than sins.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm neo.dodgebullet.gif on that. I'm
exactly like that, Mir. Exactly like that.
I'm going to get my grubby hands on it. Hopefully it won't affect the 2070s. That's in my piggy bank right there. I'm tossing shit because it's faster than Pedro's. That's all I care about.
Yeah. well, you know, we'll wait a few weeks. Maybe we'll find out. But for those of you whose video cards aren't cooking themselves in Team Green, you can use Goliath OUFX, a Java FX overclocking utility for NVIDIA GPUs. They have a brand new release. Came out about 4 days ago. Notable things here is that now you don't actually need to enable coolbits in your xorg.com for this to work, although you will get reduced functionality as a consequence because it needs some of that stuff exposed. It also has a cool new skin. Look at that. It's so sexy. Lets you overclock your video card, see all the little attributes there, move things back and forth.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
You live the UHD life like I do, right?
Yeah.
So when you opened this, was this thing mice type as well?
Yeah.
Okay, as you were.
That's a Java thing.
Well, all right. That's a blanket statement for a lot of shit. Like 1940 Java thing. I tried it, and it was usable if I got like close to my 3840 by 2160 display. And I was like, okay. And I clicked through it. Jordan, what are your thoughts on this? This basically is like enabling coolbits 24, I think, with the voltage and all that, which, you know what? I think this is a good thing, Pedro, for like somebody coming from Windows who needs like the little, it's like, but in order to do this, I need a special program because
in order to not have to, deal with the environment variables, and NVIDIA has a lot of those.
Also, NVIDIA, your built-in overclocking thing with the offset, that's stupid. Get rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really bad. But this one, it's actually really nice to have a GUI that gives you access to all of those environment variables, especially like the HUD ones, because you can have a little HUD on the corner of your screen with like the driver version, the temperature that the card is running, everything else all the time. If you're testing something, you kind of want that up. And this little tool actually lets you have that, and you can pick exactly what you want that HUD to show. So that's really, really nice. That's kind of awesome, actually.
It's available. You can check it out at GitHub. apparently this one didn't migrate over to GitLab. God damn it! Stay down, food. But
he's got a roast cooking. So he can barely contain itself.
Listen, you could roast something in between my thighs. Let me tell you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, do you hate money? That has nothing to do with our next story. System 76, Thelo. Is it Thelio? Are we doing Thelio?
Yeah.
Thelio!
Open source, Linux powered, made in the USA. Rock, yeah. System 76, they've been talking about this for a while. They're like, hey, man, we're going to do manufacturing in the States, and everything's going to be cool. Don't worry. Oh, my God, look at the price.
Yeah. Starting at $10.99.
It's a bit much, Brad. It's a bit much, but how much would you pay for Atari wood grain?
Well, it's mahogany. It's like it's mahogany.
It looks like a fucking Atari 2600.
It does.
Mahogany. No, I'm not entirely sold on that wood trimming.
Hey, man, listen, though. I mean, it's budget-minded. I mean, starting at $10.99.99. I mean, yeah.
That's a weird budget.
Here's the thing, though, right? Like, this sort of product has no appeal to our target demographic.
Bullshit.
Because
Thelio Massive, up to 768 gigajoules of ECC memory and 86 terabytes of storage.
You can just buy that, though. Like, all of us build our computers.
Jordan. Wood grain.
I can listen. Let's take on head out in the car, take down a trip to Home Depot and buy some wood.
Hear you over the wood grain, man. It's fucking with my vision. Damn it! Where'd this credit card coming from?
Stop snorting wood grain, man. You just gotta stop sniffing sawdust. It's rotting your mind.
It's good shit.
But yeah, no, it is kind of nice though that like someone is actually trying to put out some, Linux workstations that you can, buy. But I would have a hard time trying to justify this.
Hey, they got AMD thread ripping options.
Yeah, a Threadripper, like a pre-built Threadripper system with Linux pre-installed. That may sell something. Not that stupid wood trimming.
Can you imagine if you just bought a thread ripping system and you saw that this came out? Man. You could have had wood grain. That's all I'm saying.
No,
that 70s automobile chic, man. It's all about that.
And to speak about the stick-on wood grain stuff, that does exist, and it's reasonably priced, and I might have ordered some.
Are we gonna have like wood grain Nicolas Cage behind you eventually?
The game is afoot, Gumshoes. That's all I'm saying.
Barkskin.
All right, let's talk about Scandinavian witchcraft.
Yes. So a couple of people decided, you know what? Running native OpenGL is just way too mainstream nowadays. So what if we took Vulkan...
Let's put some funky shit between it.
and we ran OpenGL through Vulkan. And someone in that team said, that's a great idea. And
I got to interject. The first thing, why implement... No. You too many words in that first... highlight. It should just be why ?
Yeah, no, it's literally just why. But hey,
why
it's they call it Zinc, and it is an OpenGL layer built on top of Vulkan. So when you think about it, like at first it's like why would you do that? But then you start to think, okay, future in mind, everything. Let's imagine a 100% Vulkan system. And you still need to run that legacy application. What do? Well, there you go. That's what you do. You get Zinc and you run that OpenGL on top of Vulkan. And being able to run old APIs on top of the new thing is possibly going to streamline a lot of software in the future because they don't have to worry about anything. They just make their thing Vulkan compatible. And then if someone needs it to run something else, done.
Yeah, the future proofing aspect of this is like, okay, so here's the thing, like hardware support for OpenGL is not going to go anywhere for like another 100 years or so.
No.
So eventually, like in the year 2118, this project will be very, very useful. Someone will be like, oh, someone already did all this work. Though I will say, you know what, it may not be that case because mobile, they might choose to restrict OpenGL hardware in mobile GPUs just to save on die space and power efficiency and crap like that. The thing with this though is that OpenGL drivers are like really complex and do a lot of optimization stuff behind the scenes. So they even say in this little Collabora news article that what, it performs better than you would expect it would, but it's not going to beat a native driver.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing with this to get over is the why.
I can see the why as a future thing, but right now, yeah.
Hey, man, get to work early, I guess. I don't know, man. This is like wine for rendering.
Well, no, it's DXVK, but with OpenGL, that thing that's also available on.
It's using Proton to run Sony Vegas.
Yes.
Why?
True. All right. Jorg has got something that has tickled Pedro very inappropriately.
Yes, it did. And I can't remember if it was just like an LGC Playas or if it was a full-on stream that we did, Ven, that we played this game. And we were trying to play another game and it didn't work, so we played this one. And it only had like the top view camera, Micro Machine style thing.
Yep.
And now they have a new version out. It's Jorg, not 0.10. And the big one here, at least for me, is like, ooh, there's a back view camera. You could just have like the standard third person style camera that you have in other racing games. And of course they updated the multiplayer implementation, which they say will help players experience considerably. The back view camera,
like create an account in game now.
Yes,
right.
That will remember everything and your scores and your stats and whatnot. But the back view camera looks
using XMPP for multiplayer stuff. That was
I
mean, it's definitely a way to do it. There's no technical reason why it wouldn't work. It's just strange. I don't know.
And no one else was doing it, so they were basically doing it themselves, so they didn't want to. But yeah, it's Jorg. It's one of them free games that you could just download and give it a bash.
Hey, they even have a Patreon, so support. I mean, if you're like, I don't like your show enough, but go find some other people on Patreon too. I mean, it's a great way to help finance projects like this, our nonsense and everything else. But yeah, multiplayer, we might have to try that out. I feel like torturing ours. It's come so far, though.
Yeah, it has.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Fine.
Super Tux Kart, or Super Tux Party.
Yes,
not Super Tux Kart.
Super Tux
Party Kart.
Kart parties.
Party Kart.
Karty?
Party Kart.
Super Tux Karty.
Yeah, they have Alpha not 0.2 or not 0.2 released. That adds a new character, Godet, the Godot mascot, who's unofficial. Probably why I've never heard of it before. It's Godot Tan or whatever. They got some new animations for characters.
That just looks like a penguin that got a hold of the wrong stuff.
That's pretty much it, yeah. And a bunch of new minigames. They fixed some memory leaks, improved mesh and texture stuff.
What's this game? What's this game called? When these motherfuckers can't swim? Let's find out.
Yeah, pretty much. Knock each other off the platform. It's Mario Party, so it's just a collection of minigames that you can, I don't know. Maybe Jill and company can do that at one of the LGC parties. Where it's like, we're only playing native Linux party games that aren't Towerfall, which is way more fun for parties. But yeah, this is still very early. We covered when the project originally launched. And they're still making headway.
I mean, this all came over a Reddit thread, and somebody saying, "Hey, man, how come there's no like Mario Party games for Linux?" And somebody was like, "Here, hold my penguin, and I'm going to do it." And that happened, and this is being made with Godot too.
It is. Yeah. They have a GitLab as well, so if you want to contribute, you absolutely.
They are currently looking for artists. So I'm just saying, 3D models, us three would be perfect in a party game.
Oh yes.
No. See, we should get Cocaine Voltron in there. I don't think all three of us.
Listen, we're gonna be like fucking Saiyans, man. There's gonna be multiple fucking transformations. Eventually into like a 14-inch purple dildo that just flops.
We need Frank in Mario Party. That's what we need.
Frank will fucking.
Yeah, this isn't even our final form. So, no, one of the things I liked was that now the game actually remembers your settings, because it used to not do that. And you would set it, okay, I want it at this resolution, full screen, everything up to 11 as far as the game would let you. And the game forgot about them. But now it remembers, so that's good.
Progress.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, our memory is completely wiped. We got kill 9'd. And maybe, I guess coming up next, we're going to throw chairs at...
Listen, man, our Halloween, our October of Terror games is over, so we can finally get back to regular stuff.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for that coming up now.
Bugga bugga.
Boo!
And stop. And play.
So apparently the Roadster they launched into space just got past Mars.
Nice.
Wait, wasn't it going to Mars?
No, it's
it
on a
missed.
trip, man. Yeah, it missed. I like that better.
Wasn't it going to Mars and they missed?
I love the theory of, if Elon really wanted to kill somebody and hide the body.
Yeah, that's how you would do it. Yeah,
Yep.
Stuff it in that suit.
Right?
Yeah, I'll go full on Soma with the suit. Just have a dead body in there.
I keep meaning to go back and play Soma now that they've had just a straight up option to disable the annoying robots.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's face it, that's all those things were. All right, vote.linuxgamecast.com.
Look,
Yeah.
that was Frictional's comfort zone. It's like the monsters. They weren't entirely sure without monsters the game would hold up.
Hold my penguin. I'll give a vote. Wood grade Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
It's got dragons. Ah, damn it, I can't vote on my own thing. Grr. Remember that thing that was like, the other, there?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. Right.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
There, yes.
It hurts so good. I remember you showing that to me. Then I'm like, oh, it's beautiful.
It needs like a star on the end, like someone's trying to correct something. It's just theirs.
Why wouldn't anyone compile JavaFX? Oh, I was just saying words. Never mind.
I am curious what Empty would come up with for mahogany.
Wood.
Well, it's too bad. You're on shore duty tomorrow, Pedro.
Oh.
He thinks I'm joking. I'm not.
The meat's got another hour left on it.
Let's look up my DeviantArt page to see what my...
All right. Linux Newer asked you that. I was like, wait, was that just volunteered information? All right.
Yep.
Do you have a timer? Do you have like a Bluetooth?
No, like the crockpot just like switches to warm mode after the timer runs down. Like, there's like a timer on that thing.
Why didn't you like sous vide it?
I was debating doing that. I want to try this one first.
Have you ordered any more drugs online?
I think I was talking to you when I was doing that.
Yeah, you did, man. I get this text message from Jordan. He's like, man, all right, so like all the shops that can legally open, it'll be like next year, which isn't too far away, really, when you think about it.
No, but
right.
In the end,
And that's going down. So I get this text. It's like, so I'm having to order drugs online. And to which I retort, that would weird me the fuck out.
That was basically my experience. Like, I was like, okay, I'm doing this. I gotta reach out to someone because, like, this is so foreign to my brain.
I mean, yes. Eventually I would get used to it, but yeah, it was like, knock, hi, RCMP.
That's the thing. Like, it's all above board now, so it's fine. But like,
punching in your credit card information, yeah, right. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, what did I get? I got Cabaret and Solar Power, and we'll see how that turns out.
There you go. There's my DeviantArt page.
All right. It's all a bunch of dick pics.
I made a couple of icons for a couple of Linux games that were missing them at the time.
Think I'm
Pedro,
joking.
that self-portrait of yours looks like
tomorrow
you have
afternoon when everyone's like, "Where's the show, Vin? Where's the show?" I'm just gonna like at reply Pedro. I'm waiting for cover art.
Straight from his napkin to your face.
That's not gonna look very good.
Yeah, Empty set the bar really high though.
Empty's got the bar. Empty can take the bar back.
Yeah.
Because that's the end of the 8-hour day, man. You're getting severely diminished. Not that I can GIMP in the first place, but it's like I just need it to be over.
That's reduced from like you just put together a show.
It's like you're getting a screen cap from the show. Click. All right. 6 minutes.
Yep.
Good.
I mean, to be fair, Empty, you've knocked it out of the park so far. So
yeah.
So kudos, we appreciate it.
Those have been some genuinely awesome shorts.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the hood.
Alright. Try to get done. Hey, man. Almost feel bad for what we're about to do, but it's gotta be done. Watch 7 streams at once?
Have you tried watching, I don't know, like 6 less?
You ever see that one composite of like every single original Star Trek episode in one screen?
Yep, I saw a bunch of those, including like YouTubers starting their streams of the exact same game. It's amazing to see how they all overlap at certain points.
Oh, motherfucker. All right. So, we were talking about that fucking camcorder thing. I'm going to experiment and see if I can build us a mobile rig for Scale. Or is it Scale?
Scale, yeah.
And
Scale.
So I'm watching it's me, you know, I gotta like watch a billion fucking videos and like, but I was watching them when I was getting to that camera. Holy fuck. All the like, I guess Amazon like sent these out. They were all almost, a couple of them even had red hair. And these are like people like way overdone with the production, but they all started out like, hey guys, I mean, like if the three of us were making a parody YouTube, this is the script we would fucking write. And I hit like 4 of those in a row because it's like, oh, I can't tell, oh, too cheesy. All right, because you know YouTube's like, hey, you're looking at this camera. I'm like, all right, next video. And it's like, okay, guys, we're gonna, and I mean, like Fox, you know, what do you call him, Mofox or whatever. It was painful, man.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
Too bad, you're dead to me.
Good thing I'm already dead too.
You're so.
Ow.
Ah, karma. It works. Good shit.
Ah, yes. Jill going a little wang crazy last night.
Hey, man, it's not often that you get to like scream wang in public and be like, hey, man, look, it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing with wang.
Yep, play with our wangs.
Lemons. I stay away from lemons because I'll fucking eat all the lemons.
That was kind of the thing when I started playing Shadow War. It's like, oh, right, yeah, this is why I like this game.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, just like right, as I said, this game gets me.
Yeah, it understands me on a very personal level.
I mean, just the little things, like I posted a picture of that. Just walking around in one of the towns after I've slaughtered everything. Titsy Bitsy. The fucking, like one of the vehicles. It's like, why not? Just little touches.
Yeah. You'd think they can't stretch out a dick joke, but for 2 entire games, yes, they can. Oh, yes, they can.
Yep. Stick with what you're doing. Right, I got enough drink for this. I get to do a bio break. It's all you, baby.
Okay. Time to get naked. The riff on Nori's old Art of Us. And the Newfoundland virus. That was floating around Reddit this week. That's so old. Just like you, Linux Newer. You're so old. Oh man, this game is gonna be interesting talking about it. Oh shit, I gotta fill out that. I need to do that real quick. Derp 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 derp. I am prepared. I'm a professional. Yeah, I did it. Woo! What I did? Unless you're paying for show note access, you did not see it, but I did it, and I feel good. That's a lie. I know. These people aren't back yet. I'm waffling. Ah. Someone to bounce ideas off of, finally. Ah. Pedro, say some stuff.
Things? Some stuff.
That's all, folks. Pedro Pig, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to imagine Porky as a Portuguese stereotype type of situation.
I already have. I'm like 8 steps ahead of you, buddy. My favorite one of those is like the manual DHCP server where it's a bunch of clothespins with the IP address on it, and you take them. Yeah. Like I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh, that's smart. That touches me in a special place.
He is a what?
A pim? A dim?
I am a bed.
I am the table. I don't even know that fucking song.
That's one of the Silent Hill 2
that album
bosses.
was so bad it killed Lou Reed.
Well, I was just defeated by a fucking hood. That kicked my intelligence, like, thought of myself down a couple of notches.
Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. We have all lost the fight with a jacket at one point. We're like, yeah, no, we're adults.
Usually with dress shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, and anything that like separates down the middle with long sleeves, there's usually like some flailing involved at some point trying to put it on.
The hardest thing is like, don't get angry at it. You can't attack it. It's yours. You'll have to buy a new one. And sometimes it'll be worth it, though.
It'll make you feel good.
Okay,
I'm kind of glad with my trench coat, I can do like the spin around thing, and my arm always goes to the right place. It's like, yes.
I mean, you're cheating. You only have the one arm.
Mm-hmm. You armsist. All right.
Hold on. Hold that for a little bit longer. Hey, Nori, where's the knife?
Boop, boop. All right.
No. We turned Pedro into like straight up that dude from Predator where he gets his arm blown off.
Let's do this.
Yes.
3, 2.
Welcome back to the Cheerquisition. This is where we take a game, we break it down, we tell you if it launches, how it performs, how it looks, and how it controls, and we rate that on a scale from 1 to 4, or we rate that on a pass fill. We tally that.
How many weeks do you do the new intro? I mean, it's really fun.
It's not internalized yet, and dude, I do it once a week.
It makes me happy. You trip in the same spot every week.
Yeah, I am a creature of habit. Anyways, we rated the game on 1 to 4 chairs for the fun. What are we reviewing this week? This is Damon 9. It's from Curio Productions. It's done entirely in Chrome and whatever browser your links open up in by default. What is it? Morgan Shane has disappeared, leaving a bloody trail of mayhem in our wake. But is she a monster or a victim of something far more sinister than the authorities are imaginating? There you go. That's the show title.
That's a new word.
And the biggest question of them all, can you unravel the mystery before the same dark force that targeted Morgan finds you? I really hope it's Star Wars.
If I can use my disc wrangler, I can. I can wrangle all
listen,
the things.
I hope it's Star Wars Dark Forces, because that game is the
like
shit.
Zombocom with disc wrangler.
The dev sent us some keys for this via Curator Connect, so we got to give them a shout out for that. So let's break it down. Ven, how did it work on Ubuntu?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Chairquisition, may I present to you how does it run on 1804 LTS with Ubuntu's Ryzen 1700 powered by 980, 16 gigajoules of RAM, and a little bit of patience. It launches on the wrong monitor, because that's what it does. It likes to, and only likes to, launch on the monitor to the right of my primary display, which, you're thinking, that's not going to be too big of an issue. You can get over that. You can just drag it to your primary if you want. Yeah, but I'm like, hey, man, you're over there anyway. I'm just going to full screen you, and I'm going to play a little bit, and I'm playing. Like, man, is there some tips, hints, thoughts, allegations? Oh, the game is kind enough to provide this. Let me click up here and click to open the help page. Locks the fucking game. Hangs Steam. It is fucking impressive, the level of like, what the fuck, really? Good job. Good job. So, no, bad game. You don't get a pass on that. -1 chair on that. And it's got two nasty habits of A, not recording your playtime, B, not dying. A game about killing and murderating likes to hang around as a zombie process. Figure that one out, ladies and gentlemen. Performance, it runs at 1080p at UHD. I even tried it. I didn't have the same issue that Jordan and Pedro ran into. But not that you could tell, because guess what? Overlay doesn't work. But you're playing a desktop and you're playing videos on a desktop, so whatever. Speaking of that, graphics, have you ever seen the TV show Desktop OS, is what I call it, the made-up bullshit interface? That's basically what you're going to be dealing with. As far as the controls, it's click, 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 drag, click, 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 right click, go. Why doesn't that fucking work? Click, 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 click. So, yeah. 3 chairs.
Yeah, on Fedora 28, 64-bit with the i7-6700K and the GTX 1080 Ti, which is woefully wasted on this game.
Could it pull it off, man? Did you have to overclock it a little bit?
Right. I had to get that overclocking utility running. Yeah, does it launch? Yeah, it's Chrome, so better. Like was mentioned before, it leaves a bunch of zombie processes. Not anything sinister like evil witch ring lady things. Yeah, that's a really crappy blur job. My God. Anyways, yeah, it leaves a bunch of the Chrome processes kind of just stick around until you kill 9 of them. That's a little annoying, so I'm going to ding it a chair for that. Performance-wise, yeah, it's a bunch of GIFs and videos in Chrome. So if you can run Chrome, it's going to run fine. I will say, though, trying to full screen this.
YouTube going to sue somebody for trademark infringement.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, I will say that... fuck. I will say though that like blowing this up to UHD does not do this game any favors. This is a 1080p virtual desktop. It looks like a butt, but not enough to ding in a chair. Yeah, graphics. It is very much the napkin drawing of a desktop. If you're like me and you creep on what's on the computers and like procedural crime dramas, this is the same sort of shit you'll see. I will say this though. The file browser here reminds me of like really old Nautilus, and it trips me up because I keep expecting keyboard shortcuts or like right clicking to work, and it doesn't, and it makes me angry. Control wise, it's all clickety clack, tappity tap. It's no big deal. So I'll give it 3 out of 4 for working, I guess.
Yeah. No, the game does have a nasty habit of leaving a daemon of sorts running in the background.
I will say this. This part in the game looks really, really goofy in window.
Okay, I'm just saying
Yes.
this
Yes,
is
it
having
does.
the wrong effect on my junk right now. But
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
Pedro, go
I
on.
really don't care about ARG elements. The moment you will start leaving zombie processes running on my system doing fuck knows what, you're going to lose a chair. And yeah, the performance, it performs. I don't know what you're expecting. It's just click around and watch videos. The
hey, man,
graphics...
some would say like zombie processes are the spookiest part of this game.
Yeah. There are some pixely ass overlays that you get. But yeah, no, the graphics work fine, except when you, at least on my system with Solus 64-bit, because that's the only version that they have, on the Ryzen 5 1600 and the GTX 1080, when I try to full screen on the 3840 by 2160 monitor, it just renders like the top left quadrant of the game, so I have to move the game to one of the 1080p monitors, and then I can play in full screen. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Controls, there's some mouse clicking, and if you're really advanced, some typing, so it gets 2 out of 4 chairs.
All right. Well, we found out that if your system can run Chrome, it can
I gotta
run this
be
game.
honest, I didn't have 2 chairs loaded up because I didn't think anything could eat that much dick.
Oh well. What about fun? Do you have fun browsing Facebook and watching YouTube videos, Ben?
Oh man, you know it. Hey, like before we even get into that, one of the things that kills me with this game is part of playing it is going to an external website, and part of going to an external website in your regular browser is forgetting that you have this fucking game running because it's really easy to get distracted. I'm just throwing that out there because it's very important. Because our magic number is 7. 7 is the number of external websites this glorified fucking art project requires to function as a game. With a game made using Chromium that requires a persistent online internet connection. When, and there is always a when, these sites go dark in the future, your game will be busted. Bad design choice there, Brad. I'm just saying. However, good choice shooting everything on a Canon Fixia. Looking at pick one of those up. Kind of noticed that in the background. Kind of assuming there. Demon 9 is not a movie. It's not a game. It's something that belongs in portfolio of a year 2 film student. Kind of not the Steam store. If you see, kids, the only way that you can pull off an FMV in 2018 is kind of to be over the top campy, over the top bad, kind of like us, horrible. Mock what made that genre bad, not try to reproduce it. And, honestly, during the first 5 minutes of this game, I wasn't sure if they were being campy or being serious. Maybe, unfortunately, it quickly became obvious that Curio Productions kind of chose the latter on this. So I say once more, ladies and gentlemen of the Chair Acquisition, I tried. I really tried. But the only thing here is for me, Collect the Clues adventure game that occasionally fucks with your display, as you can see if you're watching the video version, and forces you to dig around in external websites. You really should mention that the game requires online connectivity and copy pasta your clues and get a solution and maybe a bite-sized Snickers. It's not a lazy game. It's not shovelware. Somebody made it. They put some love into it. Attention was paid. They did what they could. But at the end of the day, for me, all I can take that shot. #Proton, take another shot. It's simply not fun. Personally, I've seen Windows ME desktops more frightening than Demon 9.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I disagree with Ben in the sense that this isn't a game. This is absolutely a game, but it's a different type of game. Right? You said qualify as a game.
Yeah, it's stretching it.
Yeah. Anyways, no.
It's a better love story than Gone Home.
Yes, we've discussed this at length.
That's not a high bar.
Anywho, this is like a really small scope self-contained ARG, which means that there's a lot of investigating and a lot of working outside the game in order to solve puzzles. There's a thing where you have to call a number, you have to send someone an email, you have to find passwords, and they give you tools. They give you hacker utilities and a vinegar cipher decryptor thingy to assist you in your quest to find out who possessed and murdered whoever this is.
This is a spooky ghost.
It's so spooky. Yeah,
the thing I wrote.
You get find Adam. I'm like, Again, all of this stuff would I feel would work really well on like a full screen desktop. But when you're running this in a window, it's just really goofy. It's like there's jump scares and shit, and I don't know. But here's the thing. This sort of thing sort of requires you to like care about ARGs, be willing to actually dive in and solve the puzzles, and continue playing this game. I feel like whenever I'm confronted with one of these, I need to go like full Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I need to have all the shit posted on the walls with like the scrawling and like the strings connecting them, drawing some random ass conclusions. And I couldn't bring myself to do this with this game because there's so much information you gotta wade through, and a lot of it is just like college girl dorm room drama that I just can't be asked to care about. Watching some of these videos, going over Facebook posts, like, it's boring. The mystery isn't doing it. I'm not hooked. I don't care. This is the same sort of schlocky, technology, horror, evil, demon, computer thing that's been done to death a million freaking times in a million movies and TV shows and games. Way better than this. I'll give it one share.
Now, I got to throw in before you get in. The thing I wrote where it says Demon 9 is not a movie, ... it's not a game, ... directly off their Twitter page.
Yeah. No, it's on their Steam store page as well. But
sorry, just one more thing. When Ven, you brought this up that this was like an FMV game, I was expecting Phantasmagoria. I wanted something like that. Like you said, campy and over the top.
I wanted something that genuinely mocked that. What made I wanted Night Trap level shit, you know?
Yeah, like an homage, like an affectionate parody.
Dude, I think you can get Night Trap on the Switch now.
You absolutely can. Yeah, they did a remastered version.
All right, Pedro.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't like detective games on the best of days because it's just not my thing. I don't like ARGs in the best of things because they usually involve getting out of the house. And when I play video games, I play them for the experience that they provide. And while the atmosphere in Damon 9 is certainly very well done if you're playing it full screen, I had to force myself to go through the links the game opened on my actual Chrome browser and just try to figure out what the hell was going on. When the best example or the best comparison that I can find for this game is Her Story. When that game came out, I was actually curious. Not, curious enough to play it, but I watched a reasonable playthrough on YouTube. And the difference between Damon 9 and Her Story, it goes far beyond the poorly pixelated tit shots that are in this game, and there are a few. Her Story was a self-contained experience where everything you needed was in-game. Here, the moment the devs stop paying for those URLs, the game, or actually solving the game, becomes infeasible. If you're playing outside the US, spooky phone calls that you're supposed to get don't work unless you sign up for one of those online US phone number services. As much as I like the horror elements here, these games take a special kind of person to enjoy, and I'm just not that kind of guy, so one chair.
That's terrifying. It's Windows.
That way, it was kind of spooky. It looked like Windows 10.
Yeah, all right. Coming up next, we're going to go change our diapers and then do some hate mail.
All right.
Yeah, Windows 10 is the scariest thing in this entire game. I think at that point, I think I'd freely choose death.
It would happen. I mean, eventually. I mean, it might be a suicide solution, but yeah, if I was stuck with that, that is definitely one of the multitude of reasons that the Windows 10 tablet has not been out of the box twice. Twice has been out of the box.
Ever since quitting my last job, I haven't had to use Windows for like a couple weeks, and my quality of life has drastically improved.
Let's go check out those show titles.
Mahogany seems to be in the lead.
Oh shit. Oop. Hold my penguin. Wood grade Nicolas Cage, crunchy, sexy banana. It what spot? Pixelated tit shots. All right. Yep, I thought that would be good.
Yeah. This game, you know what made this game better? More meat spin.
That's with most things with you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you add a little bit of hot sauce to it. Oh, that's meat spin. It's fun. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna try and suck people in with like a mystery solving game like that, you gotta have a really solid mystery.
You gotta have a little bit better than like 3 minutes of hey, look, girl gonna die, spooky disappear zombie. Yeah, go for it.
It's a conspiracy. Oh my god. No, you gotta like sow some seeds and like ask some really interesting questions, and hopefully they're compelling enough that people want to answer them.
I saw something about Portugal that made me think of Pedro.
Okay. See, that's where the fact that Portuguese has two different Portuguese has the one word for the two words that English has when it comes to like freedom and liberty.
English
Those are
has
the
two
same
words.
word.
One's called freedom and one's liberté.
Yes. No. In Portuguese, they are one word. Liberdade.
It's like liberty will lose.
Tried to make it more efficient, and they just made it worse.
Yeah, and it's basically like one of them is Independence Day. That's when we got our independence from the Spanish. And the second one is when the fascist regime was abolished on April 25th.
Actually, Empty, that's a good start. Yeah, just shoot our faces over that, pixel out the nipples. I
Yes.
think we got it covered. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a cover art right there.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Everyone vote up pixelated tit shots. I think we have a winner.
Be better than anything I come up with. The biggest thing we run into is like when it starts getting towards 4 p.m. Like I'm gonna start getting like social media things like oh wow. Moon Rules #1.
Yeah.
Let's see, Strider. The creator
How much
of that
are you
project,
currently
like,
making off of
replied
that
us and
Lucius
shit on
Patreon?
Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They were like, "Hey man, thanks for the review of our program." It was a thing Pedro was on and he talked about. And they were thanking us. It didn't directly mention Pedro, so he filtered it out on his social media.
Aw, poor baby. Poor baby.
What software was that?
The art shit that I used to write Moon Rules #1. The like creators like mentioned us on Facebook.
Photopea.
They mentioned us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much is 460 US in euros?
Why would you convert to euros? You don't live in Europe.
No, Strider was saying that maybe move to Portugal and live off of the Patreon money.
Yeah, it doesn't work with euros, man. You're gonna have to go to India or like Mexico. You're like right next door to Mexico anyway. Just don't get like cartel.
I mean,
Strider, you would not have a good time. 400 euros a month?
You know, plus selling his body for sex on the side.
Yeah,
I mean,
Estonia
he's got a
maybe.
liquor
Yeah.
side. Got to charge extra for that, man.
Yeah. I like it with the hat on.
Estonia.
Estonia is not that cheap. It's. I don't know. Like Canada-wise, you could probably. They were doing a thing where like. They'd sell you like an acre of land in Manitoba for like $2, but you had to develop on it within like the next 4 years or something.
You see, like the Canadian play money is immediately canceled out because everything costing so much in fucking Canada.
Right.
Right. Dude, if I was going to go to Africa, there's like a billion places around Tanzania that are developed. They're not third world countries, like next door to you.
Yeah, go check out Nigeria. That's
or Uganda, dude. Yeah. You want to get
the
Fiber Connect? Done.
Yep. No, not the last company, but the one before that. They had a bunch of like super smart Nigerian dudes. Like, they got like a good talent pool over there. Or just join the Brodfa. That'll work out.
French Foreign Legion.
Weren't you saying at some point they shut down the citizenship thing, or?
Yeah, it's not automatic. They don't automatically give you a new ID. I might have looked into this in my youth, and I was like, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could apply with a fake name.
Well, they would just give you could apply with whatever, and they would give you a French passport and all that. And I was like, that'd be something to do for us summer. And I was like, nah. You have to learn French.
Sacre bleu!
Tabernacle.
But then you would be able to play that Star Trek game we mentioned last week.
Here's legitimately, on the downside, this is what stopped me, was I was watching some background shit on it, and like legitimately saying "we" to the ranking officer constantly. Is like, instead of like yes, I was like we. I would start laughing. Couldn't. Be a giggling mess.
I want to see that. I want to see Ben's impression of Jill.
When was the last time you had like a good uncontrollable, like, all right, couldn't stop?
I can't think of like a specific moment, but
like when something just wrecked you.
The last one I straight up remember, and I know there's been other ones since, was like the Oculus thing on the bike.
That got you, yeah.
I was not mentally prepared for that, and like my brain just like flooded with all the possibilities of like, this is how this guy's gonna die. I just couldn't stop laughing.
I think MT's doing
a backflip.
No, the cover art with Hitler.
Oh yeah, Hitler's having a stroke.
Then Osteoferocious was pretty good. That got me.
Yeah.
I was definitely in the throes of giggle.
Yeah. No, there've been a few at like random D&D sessions where it's just like the situation was just too ridiculous.
I've been out and about and like saw something in my brain, like did some bad maths, and I was laughing like to the boys. Like, all right, you get control of your shit. People are looking at you. Big dude giggling, always bad news.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of the show, the only one I can remember was with Ashens, because I went back and saw like all of his old videos.
Mm-hmm.
And
the one with the dancing Jar Jar is pretty good. Where he grabs a hammer and just starts like smashing it.
The one with the violin that he's reading like the little blurb that's on the inside of the box. That he was cracking up. I was cracking up. It's like basically the whole video was just giggling like a lunatic. Let's see. Ashens.
So I've been watching
violin.
A bunch of the 8-bit guy. I was already subscribed, but I was just going back, like looking because I saw he had like 8-bit keys and shit like that, and I was like, all right, just go. And it brought this thing back up. The fuck ever happened to the obsolete geek? I can find. I need closure on this, which I will not.
I never watched any of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I have weird time-based compulsions, so now we're obeying the taco clock. I'm just staring at the clock.
I know you are.
It's a struggle.
I know we're going quick because that's only my second 2-liter.
Yeah. No, it's only 11:30.
It's only my third drink.
Yeah, this number is like 3, right?
Let's do it. It's gonna be fun. People are gonna show up at midnight. This is bullshit. I was totally watching the show the entire time and didn't just show up to play Rocket League.
No.
All right. Record. Doop doop and shoop to whoop in 3, 2.
And it's about time we wrap this up. What do you say? Sound good? Okay, so that was not an intentional rhyme, but it sort of worked. So if you'd like to get in touch with us and, well, let me know just how terrible that pretense for a rhyme was, feel free to head to LinuxGameCast.com, hit the contact button, fill out the form. It's pretty easy. Make sure to pick LGC Weekly from the little choosy box. And Google may or may not ask you to train their AI. Find all the street lights. Find all of the traffic signs. Whatever.
Man,
It's like find a throughway. Find all the pictures with pedestrians on it. So
it was like Friday. I logged into our web zone in the min area, and it gave us one of those robot captures. And it was like, click all the squares with the person on a motorcycle. Motherfucker, you were on a scooter. That was the scooter Google. And I didn't click on any. It's like, you're a robot. And I was like, I got standards, bitch.
But yeah, so outside of that, it's actually the best way to get in touch with us. And if you're a game developer, make sure to include 3 keys or a build that we can share amongst all of us and pick the correct category as well. We very much appreciate that. And Ven, you have a bit of a request to make of the people,
yeah,
don't
I'm
you?
throwing this out, man. We're trying to be all educational and helpful and shit. So I'm going to be doing a multi-part series on audio video production under Linux. So if you have some questions, like send them our way, and like send them our way through a contact form so I can keep track of them. Don't like hit me on Twitter, like basic stuff. Like, how do I do this stuff that I'm not immediately going to think of, because I want to get, as I said Wednesday, I want to take care of all the YouTube comments when I do this, because this is going to be long. It's going to be drawn out, but by the end of it, you'll be able to reproduce this horribleness that we've come up with. All right.
Patreon's also a really good place to submit questions as well.
Yes.
Definitely see those.
Yes. That works. Brilliant.
All right, so first up, we have Katana Steel from Shutrealm asking or telling us about host names.
We were talking about naming a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, and he said, I let my kids name my latest laptop, so it got the name Olaf.
Isn't that like the porn comic?
Yes.
With ogres?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So here's a question then. What are your machines named?
Mine?
Yeah.
This one's Pedro, the one that Pedro's on. This other one's called Iscariot for reasons. That's yours.
Because you're a big Helsing fan, right?
Yeah, that's it. The Alabama chapter. And this one is the render box is Tipsy Danger, as I'm sure everyone knows. And everything around the house is a variation of like Bob. It's a shit enough variation to where it gets confusing a lot of the times. And I'm like, man, you need to go back and rename. I was like, no, then I got to redo everything.
Mine is a mishmash of a couple of naming standards that have just kind of congealed together and, ceased to be anything meaningful. This one's called Stovetop. The new Ryzen ThinkPad is called FronkPad. And the server I have running like projects at the house is called Uranium, because all of the virtual machines are named after like isotopes. Yeah.
No. See, mine, this one, the desktop is called the Amiga 1600. It used to be just called the Amiga, but now that it's got the Ryzen, it got the suffix. And the Steambox, well, it's called the Steambox 360. So, meh.
Oh yeah, and it was Oglaf, which was the porn comic, not Olaf.
Well, I guess I should break out Frankennass and Zathnass. I do have those two, but that's about as creative as I fucking get, man.
I have the Dell Latitude 620 that I just have because of the serial port at the back. That's just called Serial. with the cereal as in the thing you eat at breakfast.
You should change the name to Al Gore.
Not like cereal, like the pocket. Listen, as a bit of an aside, the whole Olaf thing I saw it on our comics, and it's always marked NSFW. I've never seen anything NSFW in that fucking comic. Maybe my
there's a lot of dicks. there's a lot of dicks and penetrative jokes.
Okay,
but I've actually been a fan of that comic for years.
Dicks should be safe for work.
Last but not least.
Up next we got from Pseutle. He's asking about a gaming Wi-Fi adapter. Vin said, because he's apparently from New Zealand, that Jordan was on Wi-Fi, which I'm not. I was at one point. Can he recommend a Linux-friendly Wi-Fi adapter for gaming desktop? Yes, I can. For the most part, in my experience, Atheros cards tend to be the most reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Intel ones are a bit sketchy because sometimes depending on what kernel you have, the driver may not be good. And stay the fuck away from anything Realtek. Just don't do it.
Yeah, Realtek and Broadcom.
Realtek
stay away from them.
And Broadcom.
Broadcom's not too bad these days.
Are they still shit shows in 2018? Mm-hmm. Are they? Question mark.
Well, I mean, if you got like a wireless AC or something, then you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
even wireless end.
Netgear, they just rebrand a bunch of the Atheros stuff and just release them with their own badges slapped on them. So yeah, no, if you find like the cheap Netgear stuff, those will work really well.
Yeah, just as a precaution, just because I personally have had really bad experience with them. If you have good experience with them, send me some hate mail. I don't give a shit. But check to see what the chipset on the like Wi-Fi card is. Stay the hell away from Realtek or Real Media or whatever the hell that is. They're really spotty.
Is there going to make any difference with like USB? Because I guess shit, man. Wait,
not really. No.
Versus PCIe. I mean, what if I have? All right, here's a natural hell. What if I have gigabit fiber and I have no mouth, but I don't have a Ethernet either.
So I mean, so USB 3.0 can do gigabit fine.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing like wireless N, then like just USB 2.0 is more than sufficient. Because what was it? Wireless N is just like fast Ethernet or something. It's like 100 megabit. Like it's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you had was almost good enough for Space Skype.
Yeah, that was the Atheros card.
All right. Okay, that's brilliant. I think because we're done with the show, it's time to cue the music.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for showing up. If you're listening to this, most likely, or maybe watching it because you discovered, like we did, that we do have a YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to and click a bell, which it will unsubscribe you to, like twice in 1 week. You did that to me, YouTube. Not my own channel, another channel I was following. Twice. You did it, you motherfuckers. I'm Vince Stone. You can always find me at Vince Stone on Twitter, where I have 1,000 people following me, and you can join the rest of the world, including myself, going, fucking really? Why?
I don't have 1,000 people following me, but if you follow me at The Burning Fool on Twitter, or plus Jordan's Phone Blue Plus, or at Frojo on our Mastodon at mass.linuxgamecast.com, you win a bite-sized Snickers! That failed miserably. Whatever, I don't fucking care.
No, that was just a cardboard thing. I am
a lot of build-up for.
Yeah, well, very disappointing. And if you want to be disappointed, you can go to my Twitter at unaccounted4, my Google Plus at +BitterMathews, or at unaccounted4 on Mastodon, which is mass.linuxgamecast.com, which I haven't posted anything to yet because I don't get it.
It's like Twitter for smart people. Hey, our Mastodon thing's fixed too, so I fixed that.
That explains why I don't get it then.
Listen, man, that's one thing we learned. Even if you bought bite-sized Snickers for a bit and it fucks up on you right at the end, it's still win-win. You have bite-sized Snickers.
You still have a Snickers, yeah.
All right, time for some credits. Thank you. Bye.
Fucking Murder Bush.
Murder Bush!
Do the likes. See, Mike actually leaves comments on our YouTube videos. Thank you.
Smash that bell, fam, as Arthur says.
Yeah, smash the bell, fam.
Whittly whittly. I gotta get the tablature for this so I can play it.
One thing that still baffles me is like the producers, you see like the thing come up on the credits and then it just keeps going and going and
Listen,
going.
we have a lot of producers.
115.
Including the real Pedro, you fake-ass Pedro bitch.
Yes, the real Pedro Mateos.
Hey man, Frank ain't gonna Frank himself. We need to make Frank a verb.
Go Frank yourself.
Go Frank yourself.
We should put that on a shirt. God damn.
Go Frank yourself.
Yes, go Frank yourself.
Between that and Frankophile?
Yeah.
See, I would totally wear a Go Frank Yourself shirt with Frank on the front.
This is why we need to make that merch goal, man. Patreon.com/LinuxGameCast. Give us money!
Oh, yeah.
Temperamental aspect.
Alright, let's do the other show.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So are we gonna do that thing where like I just show up in Pedro's slot and then we just never address it? I just pretend to be Pedro the entire time?
We can do this.
Get some like bronzer or something, put it on my face.
Yeah, do it in brown face. Go ahead.
No.
And for anyone who doesn't know what that's about, I am not going to be... Basically, I'm not going to be here in time for Linux Weekly Daily Wednesdays next week, because I'm going to be in London. Again. So I can get promoted, which is nice.
That's the thing. Whenever I try to do a Jill impression, I just evolve into the jockey from Left 4 Dead. Anyways, I'm gonna go check on my roast, and I'll grab a smoke, and I'll be back.
All right. Shall we continue our journey, Pedro?
Charcoal in 3, 2...
He's boiling. Well, no, he isn't boiling. I was about to say you could probably turn a sous vide into charcoal, but probably not.
Oh, that's right. I installed Mad Max earlier today because I realized, oh yeah, I still have like 400 gigs available on my 1 terabyte SSD what I bought. So I could just install random crap.
I don't care. I got the best 65 gigabyte log file.
That you did.
Winning. That's what you get for fucking around with Vulkan and trying to stream that shit at the same time. Whew. It didn't work out so well.
Why are you asking for my password in the Steam code Steam?
Reasons, Pedro. Reasons. Oh, it did that to me earlier today, too.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that? Okay.
Just making sure you're still alive, you know.
Authenticator. It takes a while, too. Stupid Android app.
I wonder how many nanoseconds it takes off your fucking life every time that you're trying to get the launch codes plugged in.
It takes actual seconds, not nanoseconds. Okay, there we go. Ooh, Assassin's Le Cred.
See, this motherfucker, I've nicknamed him. He's called Death. Playing with keyboard and gerbil, you can really tell you're streaming a fucking game when you do it this way. It's noticeable. Boop, boop. Hey, be my friend. Watch this. You're gonna fuck me up. Nope. Can't get me. Too fast.
You weren't dealing any damage to him.
That genuine was, hey, will you be my friend? Smash. Yeah, I forgot I don't have the X-Clone controller plugged in, so we're not going to be able to... Hey, there's no way. It's too painful to play with a keyboard and gerbil. It's too real. We made it through another show. It's not midnight. I'm calling that a win.
Yeah. Well, it's an hour earlier. It started an hour earlier for me anyway, so I'm good.
Time changes tonight, tomorrow, next week.
I thought it was next week. Yeah, it's 2 weeks off between GMT and EST.
I don't know. There's only a way to find out.
To the googs!
Tonight. In the us. It's only for the us, Pedro. Not them.
The us.
Atomic, I agree with you. It's got a little bit of that something to it. I think it was Linux Neuro earlier this week. He posted like, hey, Filter's doing a re-release. And it's like, you mentioned Filter, therefore I am contractually obligated to go listen to Hey Man, Nice Shot. that even today, man, listening to that song, it motivates you, but it motivates you to like walk out of a pile of bodies victorious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Maybe you need to like get Proton fixed and make it work right. Why don't you submit some patches and we'll play it. How about
Strider
that?
submit patches? No, he's just steals people's code.
Lutris is a verb. It's like a Borg cube. It's just
Strider, we're taking the piss out of you, but that's actually a very good idea. Please keep doing that.
It was great, man. It was like a nonstop stream of like bitching about how overpriced System 76 hardware is. Mm-hmm. There was a break, and it was like, oh, found some code I want. Then back to it. Fallout 4 now works. With Proton. You missed in the show notes.
It's not in Proton 3.16.4, but I'm pretty sure it'll be in 3.16.5.
You can build it yourself.
Or you can build it yourself.
Wait for 3.16.6 when they remember to ship it without debugging enabled.
Oh, yeah. They've already done that twice.
I don't know. This version seems a bit more shit than the... Oh.
Wait, did you disable the... No, you didn't. Okay, right. Distance.
Probably not using this as an excuse to tune something. Maybe I am. You'll never know. So apparently Patreon like did a solid for the Solus team.
Yeah. I'm guessing well, let's be honest, if Ike had internet for long enough to get in touch with Veronix, then he probably had internet to get in touch with Patreon and saying, yeah, no, just give them access.
Mm-hmm.
No, apparently he got himself a life outside of the internet, which is Very good. Good on you, Aiki. I mean, it was kind of, bad that you just went and didn't tell anyone about it. But hey.
I thought I had the DVR function enabled. Maybe I don't.
Oh, are you, because you're using the low latency streaming?
Yeah, I thought I cut it on, like, kind of low latency. With DVR? Maybe I didn't.
Oh, is that an option now, or?
Well, there's a couple of... I got an option to play an ad. You motherfuckers want some ads?
Yeah, buddy! ChristianMingle.com!
Yeah, I can't tell with the stream running. I don't know. I'll double check it.
J-date. I don't know. P-date. For people who want to date Pedro.
P-date. Ow! I'm just worried that one day bone will defeat glass. Tempered glass, when it breaks, that's a lot of brooming.
Just get an industrial vacuum cleaner and toss it afterwards.
Like, you know I'd never be able to get just that piece. I'm gonna have to order this desk again.
But yeah, no,
Here, you need a stream.
still-
You need a stream cap of Jordan's face there.
Look at it. Look at it. Hi. Hello. I think I'm making eye contact. I don't know. I'm just a face on a screen.
I'm still pissed that I can't get the 3600 megahertz proper. It's like, God
Oh
damn
shit!
it,
You needed
so
without the mic?
close.
I didn't see the without.
Without a mic? Okay.
Oh, without the mic in the way? Yeah, I didn't see that part.
Maybe that's too zoomed in. Let's see.
That's a prop selection stuff.
What?
I don't know.
Mm.
Do you want some expressions? I can give you a variety. I can emote. I've seen how your human faces contort to display things. I can oh yeah, Dutch angle. I like it. Oh, I think there's some. That T was a T.
Oh, it only goes up to 100. Bullshit.
Oh, I can't get full upside down.
There we go.
Now, see, this would be hilarious if this was the moment that the shelf collapsed.
It's,
Right, you can't hear me. I was gonna say, wouldn't that be hilarious if that was the moment the shelf
Is it
collapsed?
straight now? I can't tell. Maybe.
No.
Nope.
There's the aliasing. No.
All right. There.
There.
Oh, dumbass. I had a reset button next to me the entire time.
There we go.
All right.
That is flattering. Right.
Crikey. That happened.
Yep.
No one can hear. There we go. I was wondering how long that.
Strike a pose. Yeah, there
How
we
long
go.
that was gonna
I'm totally thinking about that. Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Squirrel.
Yep.
All right. Next
I
one.
I guess it goes to show you that I've kind of just sort of learned to ignore it in my field of view.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah, that's 100% what that is. Like I don't really, I know it's at some level, I know it's there, but I just don't really notice it anymore.
This one, man. This now that I don't have the side address, now that I've got the D2,
Yep.
I'm still getting over it, man. I'm like doing shit, and it's getting better, but still.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like your nose, right? You can always see it, but your brain learns to like filter it out.
Man, if AT&T will get dragging ass and light the fiber up, we'll make a Patreon goal to like go to 1080p 60. That's really the only thing holding us back. Because I have both of you coming in it. Both of you are being downscaled to 720. I have to redo all. We'll make it a fucking Patreon goal because I got to redo all the fucking short. But
oh yeah, no 4K cameras. Let's see how ugly we really all are.
I want to see them.
Yes,
posed.
all of the moles.
You have moles?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Weird imperfections,
Molar,
scars,
molar.
Not on
random
my
boogers
face,
hanging,
but I do have a
dangling
weird
there.
one.
Pedro, always with the boogers.
Right there. That one.
Oh, what? Are we just comparing body moles now? I got a bunch. Here, let me. No, it's this one. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, yours is bigger. You win.
See, you know, not being
I got one on my hands. I got a nice big one on my fucking right nut. It's not cancerous. So there you go. You want to talk about moles? Let's talk about moles. I am 100% that though. I fixate on that shit, and I'm just like, all I can see is it now.
It's very hard to look away. Yes.
You tisming out on the clock was no indication that would be a possibility.
It happens. It's specific shit, and I have no control over what it is.
I am not the master.
No, it kind of sucks having a shitty brain that kind of works against you sometimes.
Really, I wouldn't know.
Mental health.
No, that mine's
At least
yours gets fixated and doesn't actively try to get you killed.
Yeah, sometimes you know, it's been known to happen.
Oh man.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Oh hell, where's this going?
Yeah, moles.
Nope, that belongs on our misleading thumbnails that look like poo. Okay, that's a dumbass gif.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You summoned it.
It's a snake. I mean, I'm cool with snakes. I like
Listen,
snakes.
man, it's like having a
Danger
kid,
noodle.
man. You don't get to pick and choose, but you gotta fucking own it.
Dude, snakes love me. I'm temperate, so they just like to hang out on me like some sort of hot rock.
What
Wow.
the fuck is up with these bots?
I've never wanted to combine two gifs so hard.
Yep. I see danger in there. Yeah, it's dangerous. Danger cat, but Noodle. I don't know. Maybe the cat's name is Noodle.
Kittens are low carb.
I mean, dog's better for you than cat because cat has like a lot more parasites. Good old
Is that
Toxoplasma
what you're saying
gondolae.
as you stumble around the beach of Venice? I'll show you my danger noodle.
He is the danger Noodle.
You know, Strider being on the beach, just going up to random people and saying, "You want me to show you my little danger noodle?"
It's too good for you anyway.
I mean, I'm just waiting for him to get tasered, right?
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Would you let I show
needs
you
to
my
be on
danger
video.
scissor? Strider goes down.
Dun, 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 zzz, dun. Making French fries.
French fried, man.
Oh. No more physical pain. I don't know.
French fries. Fuck, now I'm hungry.
Don't you wish you had bite-sized Snickers, motherfucker?
No, I wish I had some French fries.
And some fireworks.
I don't know, man. You want this product placement? No. Fucking Mars company, pay us.
Man, that check didn't cash. Get that shit off the stream.
Let's see. Nope.
Bite-sized dickers. That's what we have.
Dickers really satisfies.
Uber Eats in the UK is not available 24/7.
It's just people being lazy, man.
I was just about okay. I know there's a couple of 24/7 McDonald's in Cambridge, so let's just check now.
McDonald's?
It's fries, man.
Pedro, operate like a true alcoholic. Find a fucking pizza place.
I had pizza for dinner.
Is there a Chinese place?
Like, motherfucker, I didn't cook last night. Do you expect me to...
Listen, what you need to do is get yourself a crock pot and a 4-pound sirloin roast. You chop up a bunch of...
I could go for some steak right now.
Yeah. Chop up a bunch of onions, garlic, mushrooms. Toss that in there. Saute them.
I could really go for some steak right about now.
So Jordan was planning ahead. He's like, listen, when I get done, at the end of the night, I'm going to have the munchies.
Oh, absolutely. You're not hungry after doing the show?
I am. I always have something before I go to bed.
For a person that eats and feeds once a day, I forget to fucking eat sometimes.
Oh, I do that all the time too. It's like I'm involuntarily intermediately fasting because sometimes I just forget to make food.
That is like, how come Happy Vin has run out of happy? It's like, I haven't had anything to eat for 2 days. Right. Better go make some food before we just die.
No, for me it's like, okay, like I need to get some food, but first I want to do this. But oh shit, squirrel! I got to do this. Squirrel, this. Why do I feel so fatigued? Oh, food, right? Yeah, let's go. Oh no, but first I got to do this.
The brain taps out sometimes. The most common thing for, like, especially after we get done with the show is, like, because you have anytime I get off a show, if I do, like, when I was emceeing the other night or any shit like that, you're like, you're just wired. Doesn't matter how tired you are, your brain's like, we just did something. Go walk around, do things. I'm like, I don't know. Then I just forget. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired. It's like, oh yeah, it's because you've been up for 23 fucking hours. And it's like, oh, right. Okay. It's like you're having that argument with yourself. It's like, we shouldn't be tired. It's like, yeah, we should.
No, I get tired and then I take a nap. It's great.
See, this is why I can't take sleeping aids, because my first thought is like, I can power through this. That's not healthy.
No, it's always good to take a nap.
Yeah, your kidneys kind of need you to lay very still for a little bit so they can do their thing.
That's all I get. I gotta make sure I fucking fall asleep, because if I lay down and fuck around on YouTube for 4 hours, like with one eye open, with like the one end, my body's like, you know what? Still had sex. Get up.
Yeah, no, your kidneys kind of need the rest of your muscles to not be doing anything so they can get rid of all the shit in your blood.
That's not how kidneys work, Pedro.
You're a kidney.
Properly cooked, kidneys are pretty good.
All right, calm down, Hannibal.
So, I'm not saying human kidneys.
You're not saying not human kidneys.
I wasn't specifying.
Okay, so Ven, I want to get your read on this.
All right.
So the recipe I made says that it feeds 12 to 14 people. How true do you think that is?
One hungry man.
I don't think I'm going to eat the entire thing. That's a big piece of meat.
How many freedom pounds was it?
That was a 3.5 freedom unit.
Oh shit, I can eat 3 pounds of food in one sitting easy.
Yeah, I could eat a 1 kilo steak plus the fries on the side and whatever else happens to be on the plate easily.
But this is 100% Canadian meat, right?
Yeah, like this is like a thick roast. Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of protein.
Are you gonna have like the breads with it?
No, I don't think so. I got like a bunch of like caramelized onions and mushrooms at the bottom.
What type of sauce?
Okay, the mushrooms, they give you the carbs.
No, the sauce is just like
Just whatever
sauce.
broth.
Yeah, like broth drippings.
So,
and like a bit of
you're
soy
not going to
sauce.
use like the expensive ketchup?
No.
Okay.
No fancy ketchup.
Then what you're putting the cheap ketchup on it. I think you'll be able to half it easy. Like easy.
Easy.
Then you're gonna be like, all right, I'm good. You're gonna have enough. You're gonna lay down 30 minutes later and be like, man, you know what?
Yeah,
I could probably just go for a little bit more. Then you go back in and you fucking taco. True story. And you start eating and you're like, oh no, I did not have room for that. And you're like, oh, it's too late now. We've committed. So now you have to eat until you're ill, then go lay down in like the pain of like your stomach being too full.
Yeah. The other thing is I want this to last a couple days too. Why not? I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Form of snake.
It needs more snake.
Anyone else get ukulele? I did.
I did.
I didn't. I don't care about it.
It was pretty cheap. And I played around with it a little bit. It works okay at 4K.
Yeah. I thought it'd be fun to review, considering it wasn't $30.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we're gonna play some rocket cars. Let's hop in the after show. Oop. I'll bring that up in a minute.
$45. Jeez.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
I think I paid like $10 for it.
Yeah, I paid the $12 for all the games in that bundle. Because you never know with Proton.
Yeah.
Hey Strider, do you still got a copy of like Arkham Knight? I gave mine away because it said it didn't work. Now some people are saying it works. I don't want to buy another bundle.
Proton.
No, I still have all the Batman
Vulcan
games.
does
I
what
haven't
Feral
redeemed any
don't.
of them.
What'd you say, Pedro?
I haven't redeemed any of the Batman games, but I bought that bundle.
Yeah, I had Arkham Knight do it. It's like, anybody want Arkham Knight? And I'm like, yeah, I want Arkham Knight. Then it's like, oh shit. Then I started reading, like, fuck, people are getting it to work. Now I want to play it because I've already beaten it. I can't buy the bundle again because then that would be legitimate a heretic purchase because I'd only be buying it.
So once upon a time, Arkham Asylum was on sale for like $1, and I bought it then. This was like years and years and years ago, and I guess somehow I got Arkham City.
Not sure. It was the one. Yeah, it's the one that never made it to Linux, right?
Yeah. No, that was
Oh, it was Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight's
Knight,
yeah, the one with the car in it.
Yeah.
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 the Batmobile.
See, now I'm getting worried because Strider's saying it runs like shit. As one does, you just read it in reverse.
My 144 hertz monitor doesn't agree with that, Strider. No, this UHD monitor that I have has FreeSync, which I can't use.
Yeah, this one here has FreeSync too. I mean, because they don't charge extra for it, right?
Yeah. And this was like the cheapest 3840 by 2160 monitor that was on Amazon. It's like, oh, 140 something pounds. It's like, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like it's an added feature for a thing that you're not going to use. But then you think, oh man, if one day, AMD GPU makes with the FreeSync, then lo and behold.
And if one day someone figures out how to use a FreeSync with an NVIDIA card without needing, an AMD card on the same system, yeah.
Okay, nobody's talking in the after show. I was just making...
Hello.
They're secret squirrel.
See, this is my life on Fridays. Hey, no one's talking. Everyone talks at once.
Hello.
Oh, apparently I got a crate and rocket cars from when I was trying it earlier after I updated the Steam box to Fedora 29.
Is that a good thing?
It's a loot crate. I don't have a key, so it's just gonna sit there.
Oh, right.
Could use a decryptor.
I don't have any more decryptors left. I had a bunch of crates just sitting in my inventory. It's like, oh, 5 free decryptors? Okay. All of my crates.
Oh, that's why. I was wondering where my wub was.
Wub,
There's
wub,
not
wub.
enough wub.
All wub.
We need more wub.
Wub is lub. Wub
Is all
lub.
you need.
What is love?
Wub,
What
wub, wub,
is
wub.
love? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh god, could you
Dun,
imagine
dun,
that? That would be
dun, dun.
terrible.
What is what?
No, what wub is love, and then it's just the dubstep. What is
Yeah.
Just
love?
wait for the.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
It sounds horrible. Let's do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys.
You see,
You're
this
welcome.
is the problem. This is why we need a Meat Space Studio, because that would be on the whiteboard right now. Somebody be writing projects for tomorrow after show.
What is love?
Oh, wub,
Film
wub,
the
wub.
What is Love video.
Wub is love. Do, 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 do.
God damn it, that
And
works.
now we're removed from Steam or YouTube.
All right.
By YouTube.
You crazy kids, take over for a little bit. I gotta.
Yeah,
get
this is the
drinks.
reason I get
Okay.
hired. I come up with stupid ideas that are actually amazing.
And you also get to name things, which is why it's called Linux Weekly Lulu Wednesdays.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. We love that, Jordan. It's great.
Yep.
And it's funny because everyone I show that to, the first response is they laugh. And they said, that's probably a fun show. And I said, yes, it is.
You know, for some
Linux
reason, this qualifies as entertainment.
Yep.
Yeah. Hello,
So Jill,
everyone.
did you watch the preview for
Jill.
tomorrow's Doctor Who?
Yes. Yeah. And so I'm looking
So-
forward to it.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't seen it. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I had watched it last week, so. And it's going to be a science fiction, very much science fiction story this time, so that's nice.
I don't know. I will bet you a €1 coin that it ends with power of love.
Oh,
I got one of those.
Yeah.
I have a €1 coin as well.
I will bet you. This is I just grabbed for like whatever loose change I had on my desk, and
And a €2 coin, which is also on my desk because I have no use for them.
I have one.
Yeah.
yeah. The last episode definitely reminded me of Tarantula, the movie that William Shatner was in. It definitely had that vibe.
Oh, giant spiders. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
never seen that one before.
Yeah.
They didn't even do something cool with them. They're just like radioactive mutant spiders. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I was
I
hoping
know.
for like evil psychic spiders.
That's
Or
like
like-
Yeah.
video game 101. Oh, we need an enemy. Radioactive giant spiders.
Yeah.
No, it's rodents first, and then spiders. That's the progression.
Unless it's D&D, at which point it's rodents, then goblins, then spiders.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I would say put spiders before goblins. Goblins is dangerous. They got bows.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put kobolds after spiders for defos.
Oh man, fucking kobolds, man. fucking kobolds.
They're
Yay.
like dragon goblins.
And they trap everything.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Hi, Mir. Hi,
they-
Mr.
And
Lurk.
they, get,
Hi,
and they tend to get
Pennywise.
fireball
Atomic.
earlier than the players.
Hey,
So.
Jill.
No.
120 hertz on a laptop. That's crazy. That's madness.
Oh, there are
Yeah.
phones now with 120 hertz displays.
Rub it in.
Smear it in.
I don't know. I mean, is it everything you dreamed of? Because I've seen people legitimately type out, like, oh, I can't stand if I only have 60 hertz.
Apparently, it makes a significant enough difference that it's noticeable.
I thought the human eye
So
could
it's-
only
it's-
see
it's-
60 hertz.
No, the human eye can only see 24, Fen. What are you talking about?
I can't math.
You lucky motherfuckers! I get like 3 FPS on this. My life is a fucking slideshow, man.
Aww.
No, you know what? I imagine it's probably something like, going from just a SATA SSD to an NVMe SSD. It's like, oh no, this is significantly faster. Like,
But I look at the horror of that, because then you want all of your games to be hitting 120.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's running at 60. Everything looks choppy. No.
yeah, or yeah, like going from like fucking 2K to 4K, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. So it's
Yeah,
it's
no.
one of those things where you don't care until you experience it. Then you're like, I can't go back. I've left the cave.
If I had more money than sense, and I don't have a lot of sense, so that should tell you everything you need to know, I would totally get that stupid Asus 3440 by 1440 21.9 screen with 100 hertz and G-Sync that's like 1,000 pounds.
The sad thing is,
Yeah.
like, people do buy them. It's a lot of money.
The amount of fucking hoops I've jumped through and am currently jumping through in order not to have an ultra-wide screen is measurable. I just, ew.
Come on,
It's just
then. All you
because
need to
that
do-
screen is cheaper than the actual 4K monitors with G-Sync.
I understand
Then
the uses.
all you need to do is like set up another desk behind you, and then you have like the Alec or the Neil Peart like drum kit where you have like shit surrounding you 360.
It is getting
spin around on your
dangerous.
chairs.
Dude, I'm... It,
Do it.
Motherfucker, I am surrounded right now. It's the only way I can book this damn thing. I mean,
Spin, bitch.
the chair rotates, motherfucker. Got the mixer.
I just got an awesome chart from Empty.
Well, it's better than a venereal disease, kinda.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Not inaccurate. Empty.
Yes. It's a good one. Yay, Empty. Awesome.
Good job, man. Bravo. Good job.
Ben has a little hipster hat on.
No, that is very good. Yes.
Yeah. That's really cute of Jordan. You guys are all cute in there. And Nick Cage too, of course. He's sweet.
Of course, he is the chairs.
Yeah.
Apparently Atomic's got all the candy corn because he has the 150 candy corn wheels.
Okay. By the way, if you want to be in Rocket Leagues, you should probably, post something in Discord so that Ven knows who to invite.
Invites, please.
No, you gotta
up.
You gotta type it out in the
I
Discord.
did. I posted.
No, I
Use
see
use
in
use,
the
use, your,
ifs.
use your fingers. I believe in you. You can do it. Tippity tap.
Thank you.
Alright.
For a second there, I thought it said bling racing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Bling.
Do you want to add?
Anyone else?
I mean, Empty has a love-hate relationship with Rocket League these days.
Yeah, and Rohit likes to be like, hey man, let me in, but he's not fucking online, so.
Apparently, Rohit needs an update.
Alright.
Oh.
I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
we spring
I-
it on people.
I would join, but for some
That's
reason
okay, Mir,
the
don't
controller
worry.
is
Something's
working
broken
on
on
one
your
machine,
end, we
so-
know.
Yep.
Don't report
Well, we do
failures,
have
only
6. We can
success.
do 3 on 3.
That's what we're doing. 100%. Oop. I think.
Possibly. In a world.
Possibly.
Imagine a world.
Possibility.
Yeah, I guess there was an update, wasn't there? Was there?
Yeah.
It was a while ago, man.
Earlier in the week, maybe?
Yeah, I think earlier in the week.
Oh man, you gotta quit being PC curious. What do we want to do? Let's just do a regular.
Do a regular.
We gotta take all the fun stuff off. There we go. And, well, no, that'll be way too loud. Okay, I'm not gonna torture you. Am I? No.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Listen, I had second thoughts, alright?
I'm just glad you had thoughts.
Me too, sweetness. Me too.
Alright. Alright, I got ass, Mr. Alert. Alright. You're gonna lose. And Cougar.
And bots.
Oh, we got bot.
Bots. Judas bot. Oh, and it's this fucky level too. Goddamn. Ah, nope.
God. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's cool. I'll get you back for that.
Nope. Yeah.
Oops. Man, I must have picked a crap. And some laggy lags.
We got Raja Kaduri over here. Our bot. Ah, damn. I got
Don't worry,
knocked.
Jordan. 2 480s and Crossfire will outperform a 1080.
Easily.
Ah, damn it. Too low.
Bicycle hit.
Oh. Woo.
Oh, shit. Shit. Whoa, wow. Man. Yay, incompetence. In our favor.
Nope.
Oops.
Ah, shit.
Stupid bot. Cougar bot.
John Cougar Melon bot.
You're not even that hot anyway.
Here's a little ditty about Jack and go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Oh, the
Fucking
bot.
bots
And we got
scored. God damn it.
I could never live that down.
Nope.
You know what? I'm just glad it's our bot.
Okay, I'm staying behind. Very good.
What? Missed it.
Come on, bot. There you go. The bot booped it slightly.
Ah, damn it. Oops. Ah.
Nope.
Meh.
Hi, Atomic.
Oh, that was rolling in so very slowly.
Nope.
I have dipped very deeply into the well of bullshit. I don't think I'll be able to pull another one of these up. Nope.
Nope.
Ah. That was
Get out of
uncalled
the
for,
way, buddy.
even though I probably deserved it.
You absolutely did, you silly bitch.
Ah.
Ah. No.
No!
I'll take it.
again.
Oh my
I
god.
said. Oh, I got exploded. That's why it went so high.
Dang it.
I'll take it. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing.
Surely you're alone on. I sorrow your struggle. It pains me.
Very good,
Mr.
Mr.
Alert.
Ah,
No one can hit the ball.
I don't even want to come over there and help. I'm just like, I don't want any part of that.
Ugh. There, I did something. I moved the ball away from where it was before. Eesh. I guess. I don't know. One. Nope.
God dang it.
Damn it, Bobby!
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Pedro. Oh, damn it. I tried.
No!
Shit.
Oh.
Stupid Ven not being on goal.
Boop.
Down by 1 on this map, you're already fucked, so.
Yeah, we call it the death spiral.
Alan again.
Nope.
Ooh.
No, that ball didn't erode the curve a little longer than I thought it would.
It always says Oku, but it sounds like Goku.
Meh.
Hey, I did okay this match. Whew.
I did
Still a better
poorly.
love story than Pedro. Didn't do as well as that bot, though. That bot kind of smoked all of us except for Alan.
All right, that was a poor showing for a warm-up.
Yes.
I'll take it.
No excuses either, man. Like, I even made a
That was
point.
just bad.
I was like, okay, make sure you unplug the X-Clone controller so you can use the Steam controller. It's like, all right. I still ate shit.
Yep.
All right. Who wants to
Okay,
join?
if people want to join, shout out right now.
Fucking count it
I will
down.
actually join in today.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
Jill and Foxy.
Oh god! Whoa! Wow!
But I'd like to play that hockey one.
All right. You can play the hockey one.
Requests have been made.
Let me know when you're done. And
Okay.
Rocket Pass.
Afternoon
What is-
all.
Oh yeah, I
After
guess.
a nudie run.
Oh yeah, Pedro. I guess two 480s in Crossfire outperformed you.
Yeah, they did.
What are we talking about?
The
bot
bot that was named
Called
Raja.
Raja. Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
called him. We named him Raja Kaduri.
Hot.
So there you go. So two 480s in Crossfire outperforms Pedro.
You got
Confirmed.
you just got stomped by Team Blue.
Yeah, they made the one APU, the one Intel CPU with AMD graphics, and where's the rest of them?
Listen, man. Somebody filled a contractual obligations. What happened there?
Intel has some GPU technology they can poke at now.
Like, we're gonna put this thing in one thing, and it's way fucking overpriced, and it's not really that fast. Anybody want to buy it? See, no one wants this. They did put some Vegas in the Max, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess
both
that
sides
contract
Snickers
is
have you.
that contract is still valid.
Let's play Count the Rappers.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've had 4 of these.
All right. That's about one adult Snickers. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. A big
I mean, here,
they have
1,
big
2.
Snickers over here in Tesco's.
So this is like what? I guess. No, this isn't
a
gonna
poor
work.
example
Whatever.
of hand-eye coordination.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I can't hold them together without like smashing them. I was trying to like form them into one large Snicker bar. That was the goal. I failed.
damn it.
I failed. That did not work.
Okay, so we got
Mm-hmm.
Foxy!
Hi, Joe.
Ooh,
Mr.
and
Fox Dog, how's it going? I haven't seen
So
you.
Foxy,
in-
how's spring treating
day.
you?
Right, it's been 24
It's fucking hot, alright? It's bloody hot. Last night was a nightmare to get to sleep.
Oh, I'm glad you had the same seasons that I had. It's like, hey, it's warm, it's hot, now it's cold. All right. Who cares? Whatever. We'll live with it. Let's get that paused. And we'll hit back. Maybe.
Possibly.
Supposedly, I don't remember who it was that said it, but it goes on for 3 months. So, yeah, you gotta unlock all the items before the 3 months are up, or you don't get them anymore. Unless you get one of the crates, at which point you may still get them.
November 20.
A what?
Rocket Pass?
Gathering,
What?
that's what the discussion is, but someone... I can't
Alright,
hear
who
someone.
I Pennywise.
All right, team LGC.
Atomic and... Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Spiky hockey.
Spiky bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's the
Super high gravity.
high gravity too.
Foxy!
No, Pedro. No. 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 No.
Ah, I tried.
No,
on,
I will
Foxy.
not yield. I will not back down.
Yeah.
We score.
Yay.
I win.
Atomic have frozen.
Oh.
Me and Foxy were just poking at each other.
Stop doing that, bro. Not appropriate. It's not.
Touch.
It's workplace harassment. Yeah.
Workplace assman.
Workplace atomic harassment. Yeah.
Love is love, baby.
Love is love.
No.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't.
The other way,
Thank
Jordan.
I made two.
I was concerned about intercepting Pennywise. And
No!
Well, at least you weren't worried about contraceptive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice, Pedro.
take it.
That was a good one.
Boop.
All right. Whoop. Oh.
Nope.
Try
We're at
to
the
be
side
part
of
of
it.
the problem, not part of the solution.
Hey man.
I'm doing something.
I'm
I don't know
a
what I'm doing,
contributing
but I'm
thing.
doing something. Ow.
Get me.
Indeed you are.
Go Ben, go.
Stop
Jump.
trying to hit me, hit me.
Ah!
Go, Pennywise. Run.
Mr. Alert. You got clowned.
Yay, Pennywise!
Got clomped.
The camera doesn't know what to do.
Wow.
Yay!
Yeah, it was straight up just
Pennywise.
rolling on its side. That's fucked up. I guess the high gravity did that.
Yeah. I did that.
Damn it,
though.
Jill.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
No. Yes. Out of boost.
Uh-oh.
I was stuck in out of boost.
No. Atomic.
Well,
Yes. Very good, Ben. Very good.
I'm just farming assists now. This is great.
Great, Ben.
Well,
That was a good score.
Spiky bullshit.
No, don't do the Moxie.
Oh dear.
Come on,
Yes.
come on. Do it. It's open.
No, it ain't.
Oh shit, spikes
Those
are
things
out.
are being firmly closed. Go, Pennywise.
Bitches.
Ah, God damn it.
Come on, Ben. Come on,
Bunch of
Pedro.
hedgehogs here.
Go, Alan.
Yay.
Go, Alan. Go, Alan. Go, Alan. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice, Alan.
I love that fart noise that accompanied that. That was perfect. Just like.
Nothing.
I love appropriately timed farty noises. They are the best.
She's gonna be oh.
Damn it, Bobby.
Get out of my way, Mr. Rook. No, Jordan. Bad Jordan.
Oh, shoot.
Give that
Oh,
back.
damn it.
I heard that, Joe.
Go. Come on, Atomic. You can do it.
Yoink.
He could not.
Nope.
Yes. Oh. No. Go, Mr. Alert.
I will blow you up if I have to, Pennywise.
No, Mr. Alert. Ah.
Keep telling you, man. You gotta switch to Android. Straight up.
Man, those hand droids.
Turning tricks for droids.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'll give you a hand droid for $30.
Androids. Go.
Is that the acronym for anabolic
Yes.
steroids?
Go, Fen! Go, Fen!
No!
Oh, that was a legitimate shaking.
Good job, Ben.
Oops.
Whoop.
Oops.
And
Yoink.
doop.
And Atomic's like, whatever, I don't fucking care at this point.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Oof. Whoa, that wasn't me for once. All right.
Hey, wrong way.
Yes.
What are we? We've caused a cosmic singularity thingy.
A sinuarity?
A sinew.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, damn it.
Everyone wasted the spikes.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's like micro machines
Everyone
with
went for it at
autism.
the same time. Yeah.
Whatever happened to the micro machines?
Oh,
He's
shit.
still
I'm
alive.
stuck. Oh, nah.
Yeah,
Last one I saw
go,
was on the
go,
PlayStation. That was about it.
Ah, fucking,
Bad.
go.
No!
fucking spiky
Very bad.
physics.
Dunk on him.
Ah.
You better watch out. That's his face.
That's the atomic ass.
No!
Shit. Yoink. No.
Thank you! No!
This is
Damn it!
This is riveting to the wire
Damn you,
gameplay.
lag!
Yeah. Can we get one more point?
Go, Atomic, go! Run, Marty!
Come on, come on. Yay.
Jordan,
Nice
what the hell,
Atomic.
man?
That was my bad.
Nice Atomic.
Oh, Mr. Alert. Nope. They're just like, get back in.
Oh, that was Jordan and Ven.
Guys
Okay.
are pushing me into our own
Yeah,
goal.
I kind of lost control there, so... You know, I gave you a pity fuck. It's fine. You're welcome, the atomic ass.
Oh, Atomic said, that's right.
Spiky bullshit.
Thank you.
Robbed.
Oh, shit, I can't run away.
Yeah, you're a douche.
Someone go, Pennywise! Yes!
The comeback.
Yes. Yes, Pennywise.
Oh, bullshit.
Goddamn fart noise.
3 goals in 21 seconds is technically possible under these conditions.
I mean, it is spiky bullshit, right?
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Jeez, that's something I haven't heard in a long time.
From where?
I'm just playing
Ben, what are you
Keep Away,
doing?
Bitches.
Where are you going? Yes, yes, Ben, that goal.
Okay, good.
Hey, I touched the ball several times actually with my keyboard and gerbil, so I'm pretty happy.
Ven is the
Look
traitor
at-
with one goal.
I touched it more than Foxy.
Yep. I did better than Foxy. That's the
Well,
important.
you have a husband, so you get to touch it a lot more than I do.
Wait, Foxy, does that mean that you want to touch Steve?
Yes.
Oh, who doesn't? Come on, who doesn't?
Foxy's
I
already
mean, with
bought
that
like some
baby face
just
from
for men
earlier,
red.
absolutely.
Trying to make you pretty.
And
again, Steve.
Steve was worried that some penguin was going to kidnap Jill. No, Steve is going to be kidnapped from Jill. R.I.P. Steve.
I like how Steve just looks like a baby in that picture, and Jill just looks like Jill. Maybe shorter hair, but
Isn't
no,
that
that's
just
Jill.
wonderful? and colored hair. It's so brown.
I don't know, man. I have a hard time trusting people with such
Yeah,
short hair.
Well, the color is it faded on the picture, so it's not accurate. We both had blonde hair, but it just came darker in that picture. Its colors getting a little funny.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Yeah.
And I didn't just allow Xane to do the color correction for you.
Yeah.
Babyface Steve, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair, I didn't even
cute?
recognize it as
Isn't he
Steve.
cute? He's gonna.
Like,
Yeah,
if,
he had
if
really,
you didn't tell
you
me
know,
it was
light
Steve,
brown.
I would think it was just some random person.
Yeah, he had a light brown beard and mustache with a blonde hair.
Hey, man, I'm just going to say it takes
What
a
picture
lot
are we
for
talking
somebody
about?
to go 3 decades with the same facial hair.
Yes, and he has successfully done that. I've been trying to get him to shave.
I think Steve needs to bring back the toothbrush. I'm gonna say it.
Telling you, man, porn stash.
Porn stash. Oh.
I don't know. Does Steve have a weak chin, and that's why he grows a beard?
No, he doesn't. He's been that way since he's been 18.
How strong?
He just kind of
How strong is his chin? How much can his chin lift? I want to know.
What are you trying to imply that somebody's chin can?
No, what a tin can.
I identify as a human chin.
I mean, I'm just trying to see how much his chin can lift. That's all I want to know.
Oh.
This is the question that we have set out to answer today. November fucking whatever day it is. 4th. There you go. November 4th. We will learn. Oh god, it's hoops.
Yep.
Is it massive ball low gravity hoops again?
No, this is even worse. No mutators.
So just pure desperate struggling.
Right.
All right, Pennywise, Alan,
right.
and Foxy. Yep. All right.
Me.
Yeah, sure. I don't know the mechanics behind hoops. I don't know how to make the ball do the thing I wanted to do. So I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I've watched Rank, man. They don't either.
Whee! I scored myself.
That's called masturbating. So.
Hey, I did a thing apparently. I don't want anybody else.
Come on, ball.
You touch my balls.
You will touch myself.
What was that?
Hi, Mr. Alert.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on 20 years ago.
Pedro.
I got to kiss the olds. What was it? Limp Bizkit's Faith 20 years ago.
Shit.
Oops.
Do you remember that time that Limp Bizkit covered The Who and it was terrible?
Thankfully, no. And I will talk about things like
Oh, yes.
Actually, I like that cover.
Woohoo!
Really? You was like,
That was
Fred
good,
Durst is so
Foxy.
misunderstood. Fuck that. No.
No.
And Halle Berry's like fucking grinding on him in the
That's
video.
literally the only song of theirs that I like.
Pennywise. Understood.
Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, whoops.
Wow, that could have ended poorly.
That's why I just let it go.
Yeah.
Whee! Doink. Come on, bounce.
Good. Nope.
Oh, come on, motherfucker. Oh, what was that?
Oh,
Good job.
That would be Mr. Alert.
Mr. Alert. Good one.
All right, guys. You aim for the ball. I got plan B.
You're gonna try and lay up?
I'm going to lay it. All right, Steve. Me and you can do a challenge for chin-ups. Difficulty multiplayer.
Challenge pissing?
Jordan will be hanging by our heels.
Oh,
I mean, that's a good one. I can apply a lot of downward force.
Yes.
There's a lot of downward force on the wang. All right.
Yes. Grab him by the balls. Rabbi Jordan's budget circumcisions
I'm
for
helping
the
somehow.
mention.
I'm stuck.
oh. Good, Alan.
Jordan, do you give 10% off on the circumcision?
Hell yeah.
I give whatever percent you ask
Dude,
for, man.
We got double coupon
I don't judge.
Tuesdays.
Yep,
We got
no,
Taco
no,
Tuesdays.
Friday just
Just rip it off. Rip it off, motherfucker.
I played hoops with randos for the first time last night. Apparently, it's normally done 2v2.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
normally
That-
2v2.
I tried doing
Drop,
that. And
drop,
I was
drop,
like,
drop, drop,
Dude,
drop.
what the hell is that?
Oh.
Yay, got it out of the way. Yay.
I touched the ball. And everyone's just making fucking
Yeah,
fun
touch
of
the
it.
ball, Mr. Manley.
No. So manly thing.
Woo!
Nope.
Remember, pig.
Cruising for demo alert.
Dang it.
I jumped too soon.
Oh, Jordan! Somehow.
On a
No,
on a
I-
random note, Hodor
We
DJ that
genuinely got
was
scored on by RNG.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
hope
No,
everyone's
that-
proud
you
of
know what?
themselves.
No, that was well placed. I bounced it hard enough that it fucking did the thing. Fuck all y'all.
Oh, Jordan, so close. Skoguki.
Oh.
Oh, nope. Yeah, still haven't figured out flying
Fuck you.
Way. Yes, Atomic.
Hiya, pussy.
What did you just say?
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, the pussy.
Whee! I got it.
Yeah, I heard hiya, pussy.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Take it however you want, Master Jordan.
There.
Call me master.
Hi, Jordan.
Is there like a Mrs. Lynx cat or whatever? Is that who you're dating, Foxy? I don't know.
Fuck's sake, not again.
Oh, Foxy. Foxy again.
Oh, this is adorable. We got Steve Googling.
Better call Saul and the Mole Men. I want to see that one.
That the new series. Is
Better Call Saul Moon.
That is something that I might...
Whee! I scored myself again.
God, for fuck's sake.
Bonk.
Whoa, very good.
Hey!
Come on.
Oh, thank you, Atomic.
Praise our Jesus. All right.
Just the tip.
Everyone just hit everyone there. That was good.
Yeah.
Yep. Free for all.
What the fuck? I got clipped in midair just
Yay.
flailing about. Really? There was no chance of me scoring.
Hey man, don't be so hard on yourself. Anyone can score if they embrace bullshit.
Look, 1 in 4 men all have dysfunctional diseases.
Dysfunctional diseases, so that they're not very good at being diseases.
No, yeah, they're perfectly healthy because their diseases are all dysfunctional. Yeah.
They're like, oh man, I got a dysfunctional disease. I can fly.
I think my disease is
splat.
autism.
I mean, my functional disease is that I'm on Angel Dust, apparently.
It's like
See me,
It's bumper cars at this point.
Yeah. Fucking meters. Wish I drop below the line.
Atomic.
Oh.
All right, woo.
That was poor.
Suck my butt.
Still a better love story than Pedro than an atomic ass.
And I didn't even
Jill.
touch it this time.
Well,
I am on the keyboard and gerbil.
It doesn't even matter. Like, Hoops doesn't make any sense as a game.
Oh, right. Coming up next, we have what really makes sense as a game.
I did much better the
Oh,
last
yeah.
Patience, Jill. Patience. You'll be able to grab those quality balls once more.
I'm bad. I should be using my controller.
I want to just like
head. Bye-bye.
I want a day pass to Jill's world where it's like that qualifies. Oh, I'm being naughty. Like, I'm not using a controller. I want to know what that feels like. It's like I'm being naughty. It's like what? Oh, I didn't hide the bodies. Exactly.
That is my fetish.
Spanking monkeys.
Smack the monkeys.
Oh no!
Spank me, monkey.
Naughty.
Let me
is
spanking the
naughty.
monkey.
It's a bad monkey.
Thank you for that, Jeff. AFK FAP session.
No shocking allowed.
Yep. Shock the monkey. Wait, what happens if you Spock the monkey?
Oh, what?
Spock the monkey.
Sure, yeah, she can be mouthing bad Jordan. I'm fine with that.
How I read her libs? I don't know. I don't read libs.
You don't read lib C?
Nope. I tried it once. Nasty business, that.
Very. And old.
Man, alright. I was looking for something to watch the other night, and I was watching a fucking documentary about World War II, and I had to cut it off because I realized, I was like, I know how this ends.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
I think it was in like 7th grade. I had to do like a history paper on World War II.
All right, that's what I was going to ask. How does the whole World War II fly in
I had to do
Portugal
JFK.
as a kid? How is that taught in the educational system?
Do tell.
I am genuinely curious.
Basically, you had to pick a theme for that paper, and one of the available ones was World War II. And I'm like, oh, I have this like encyclopedia on World War II, so yeah, no, I'm good.
So,
It's called
like,
Medal of Honor.
Take two. From the Portuguese perspective, like, how did that play out? Who was Portugal rooting for?
Portugal was technically neutral, although the fascist dick who was in charge at the time was very much a Hitler fan.
Kind of like Mussolini light.
So basically, like Spain.
It explains
Yeah.
the Kappa roads.
I don't know. I just imagine Portugal is like, we're neutral, and everyone else is like, you weren't invited. Neutral.
No, Portugal was going, we're neutral, but we're giving Germany metal and wolframium and a bunch of other shit.
Hey, I didn't know metal was a thing back in the 40s, but you know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's close this out. The only way we know how.
Shitting our pants.
Yep.
I'll be first.
It's too late there, buddy. It's too late there.
Oh,
I know, right? All right. That looks good. Man, somebody was telling me, it might have been one of you lot. It's like, yeah, I think if you go back and watch something, pick a Destiny makes sense.
Oh yeah, the Tenacious D HBO series.
Okay.
It was produced by Bob and Dave. So
there we
That
go.
must have been
I hear a
really out of it,
countdown.
'cause Pick a Destiny did make sense to me.
I mean, like, it was just
Oh,
a bunch
tiny
of
ball.
jokes from the fucking oh jeez, and respawn time ones.
Everyone fly.
First touch.
Everyone explode.
Hey, Pedro.
Hi, Mr. Alert.
The shit talking begins.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Boingy.
What do you mean begins? It never ends.
Well, listen, man. That's
Speak the monkey.
That's Mr. Alert spitting mad fire.
Are we playing
who-
Fortnite?
Yes.
Wait, yeah, Fortnite, sure. How about that PUBG?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, watch us all old farts try to play that game.
Well, I mean, we
bored.
tried to do the culling, and then that failed.
Yeah, that did not work.
Yeah, it
I
failed.
really hope they fix it because I would love to do the calling.
I would too. Also, wouldn't mind
No, I was
playing
playing
the game.
Fortnite going, where the fuck is everyone?
That's the
More
thing.
points.
You don't see it until it's too late.
We'll be running around going, where is everyone? I want to shoot things.
Damn it. Wait, right, that's not.
God damn it!
Oh
You gotta find things to shoot and then avoid being shot at. It's
Ah,
realistic.
shit, that was going in.
Ooh, let's go. Oh, that was bad.
Real realism can suck my tank.
Oh,
Australians don't
I
have
want to
tanks.
knock at me right now.
Technically, it's a frenulum.
It's been scientifically proven.
It's a chin rest. What?
Quit doing that.
Wait, can Steve bench press a taint with his chin?
Ooh, inquiring minds.
Like I said, I want answers.
Hard mode.
I'm just gonna fly around flailing. I think I'm doing.
Wrong fucking way! We're trying to get away from the fucking hole.
Don't demo me.
Yeah.
It takes me like a minute to figure out which side I'm on again.
Yeah, right. I've kind of lost track of what's going on anymore.
Here.
Time has slowed down.
walk?
Everything's just like a
Alright.
bunch of blurry shapes. Where am I? Send help or nudes.
Yes. Help or
Preferably
nudes.
nudes.
I'll send you Jordan.
All the nudes.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Them some holes over there.
What's wrong, Chewbacca?
A Wookiee, Jill. A Wookiee.
Everyone can do Chewbacca noises. It's not hard.
that was good, Jordan.
Drop it in, drop it in, drop it in.
I've heard you do it before. That was cool.
The best time I've pulled that one out is my ass. The best time to pull out a Chewbacca impression was I was in a security class and the prof was trying to like explain random number selection in cryptography. And god damn it!
God damn.
That was a tiny
And-
little hole too.
Yep. And what the fuck? No, and he kept like dealing out cards. So he was super hammered because he was like, he pretended to be a functional alcoholic, but he was not. So he just started screaming, "What are the odds? What are the odds?" And my buddy's like, "Never tell me the odds. Punch it, Chewie." I just went, and we left.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Someone scored
Someone
and
scored.
it wasn't us.
Mr. Meek,
Chat room
so
scores.
then-
Basically, that means nobody in that team hit the ball.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was all Ven all the time.
what the fuck am I getting thrown into the matured for?
Scott
You
Machado.
scored for your own team.
Oh,
Shit.
Kabushki.
Ow!
Jordan, other way.
Nope.
Would be
Right.
nice.
oh, darn it.
What was that, Jill?
Yay, got it.
She
I
thinks
didn't.
I've forgotten. Jill's already dropped an S-bomb.
Ooh,
Wee.
get away from that fucking hole.
You're a fucking hole.
You're a chin.
You're a cow.
My balls
You're
are.
all chin.
Chin
Chinny
ball.
McChin.
Ball chinian. That's no.
I was waiting for that.
Nice, Pennywise.
Yeah, I saw that come down and going, nah, I'm not touching it. Let's see what happens.
I say the same thing to chins.
Meh. Or
Now Gotcha.
Yep. The pressure! The pressure!
Someone.
Oh, that's
can
a big
start
hole.
singing-
That is a very much big fuck off hole.
Yep.
Certainly not a council worker hole.
Huge fan. Put it in.
I can't tell what's happening.
Oh,
There was an
Mr. Alert.
explosion. Oh shit! This is gonna go into overtime.
How is
In
that
my
different from any other time,
pants.
Jordan?
In my pants.
Yay!
Ah, dang it.
Dang it, Bobby.
Oh, not enough light.
Wagons, ho!
Gonna drop.
Scheisse.
Overtime.
Ultimate Scheiße. Okie dokie.
There's already a hole.
There's a hole in the bucket.
Hole in the bucket, a bucket. Oh, dear Liza, dear Liza. Jordan, we were at the same time.
I'm in your brain, Jill.
Great minds think alike. Oh,
Yes.
great
No.
stupidity.
No. Oh,
Oh, hang on.
I almost
Stay
had
that way.
that. I
I'll do it.
almost had it.
Fuck now. I figured out what side I'm on.
Hi, Ben. Ah, shit.
Shit! Shit! Don't touch! Don't touch! Don't touch ground!
Ah,
No! No!
Yay!
Fucking damn it.
That was
winning
awesome,
too.
Ben. Thank you. I almost got it about a minute ago, and then I got knocked away from me.
All right.
Yay! Yay!
Well, Mr. Alert
I'm
is
on
an
a
absolute
winning team.
madman.
Oh,
Still
we
a better
won.
love
Neat.
story than anal.
See, I hit it. I hit the ball.
Yes, you did. You did.
An attempt was made. That's all I can say.
There wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to jump with a keyboard and mouse, that's for sure.
No, not if they're wireless.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
that wasn't bad. Hey, we did good. It's not 2 o'clock, but it is 1:08.
Mm-hmm.
We made it.
is terrifying. We had fun. A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much.
I only died a little bit.
Just a little
We had a modicum of fun.
And we finally learned that the secret of Curly's gold was a fucking lie. There's no gold there.
Hang on.
What?
Okay, now you can dispense wisdom, Jordan.
I don't think there's much wisdom to be had here. This is LinuxGameCast after all.
This was LinuxGameCast. Thank you all very much for watching.
Is, was, and might will be, or possibly will be, unless Microsoft buys us out.
It's like reading Rainbow if the rainbow was pure PCP.
Yeah, reading Rainbow.
That stands for proton, cocaine, and proton. Yes.
Sponsored
yeah.
by Microsoft.
Oh man, we need to do that. We need to do a reading Rainbow stream where we do like a visual novel or something.
That
Maybe
sounds
not-
like
maybe
a
not
horrible
We still
idea, so
haven't
let's do
done
it.
Angels yet.
Yeah.
You still
Ladies
haven't
and
done Angels
gentlemen,
yet, so-
boys and girls, thank you for showing
Haven't
up.
done what?
It's
Angels
crazy.
with scaly wings.
Angels with scary.
Oh yeah, let's keep dodging that bullet.
Never.
I think it'll be brilliant.
then.
It'll be
Kiss
fun.
its claw.
Nope. All right.
Aww.
Pedro will be back
chat
Tuesday
room.
doing
Yes.
something.
There
Well,
will be another roguelike.
He'll be at home in time for that.
Yes, I will be home by 9:30 mine time, yes.
I don't know how he'll pull it off, but he's gonna try. And we're back Wednesday for Weekly Daily Wednesdays, now with more Scariot. And Thursday, Borderlands.
We're keeping on Borderlands, yeah. We're gonna see how far we can beat that dead horse until I don't know, maybe we beat the game.
And I think we might get back to some Jackbox on Friday. I'm not making any promises, because I got some other ideas. I'm not
Okay.
sure. All right.
Yay.
All right.
Bye, everyone. Down to fire. See you next week.
Bye, everyone. We love you.
Ball.
Bye.